right. Mic check. What's going on, Lords in the realm? What's going on? Showing the levels is good. You know the routine. Hustle and motivate. What's going on? Philly Eagle. What's going on? Seafood Poetic. X Initiative. What's going on? Rob C. Talk to me. Let me know how the levels are sounding. What's going on? Thank you, brother. Hustle and motivate. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of DMV representations last 2 or 3 IOPs. You're gonna be happy, man. What's going on? Other Zinc. What's up, man? Gamer by choice. One of my favorites. Thank you, Rob C. What's going on? Phantom Kraken. You know what I mean? What's going on? New name, Gafgarion. What's going on, man? Haven't seen you before. Salute. Shanzu, what's up? What's up? So yeah, we just waiting for I'm gonna get FC up in here. Had some fun. Oh, Forte, what's going on, brother? Oh, okay. You chilling in the crib? Yeah, hustle. We doing our DMV tour right now, man. We doing a DMV. We hitting everybody up that's in the DMV. you was one of the early ones, yeah. What's going on? Six Slayer, my man, the audio visual lord. Yeah, I'm waiting on that joint, that my sound ball. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the joint, though. I really appreciate it. We're gonna get Attic up in here. I don't know. I think he in the bushes. He was up late last night. I know King was watching the fights, so you know he gonna have a lot to say. And Saul should be coming through. So yeah, I'll get Violent in here in a minute, and we're gonna have some fun today, y'all. Nove, stop being messy about patches. I see you. You ready? You got your gun cocked. I already see what you on. So anyway, let me get up out of here. Just want to do this real quick, and then we'll get FC and the crew. And you already know the King is soft pulling up with Attic. I'm gonna talk to y'all. All right. And we are live. Welcome to the Iron Lords Podcast and also live on lordsofgaming.net. Episode number 186. It's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. I'm very excited about our special guest. And we've got PhilSpencer's Verge interview, PS5 GPU issues, and Assassin's Creed, stop laughing, Assassin's Creed Valhalla patches to discuss. So we're going to get right into it.
Don't stop laughing. Keep laughing.
Oh, y'all messy.
They ain't gonna like me today.
Phil's not about that. We're going to talk. Phil made a decree. We're going to talk.
I don't care about that.
I want to introduce a Lord who is not only passionate about the art form that is video games, but also appreciates the intricacies involved in their making. Whether it be his insightful takes on the gaming industry or engaging in multi-platform debate, he always manages to keep it gaming. Introducing the creator and host of the FC Violent YouTube channel and the host of the Vitamin G podcast. The Lord of not hating on games until he plays them, yet will still don those black gloves when it's console hunting season. Live from the DMV and making his debut, long-awaited debut, into the realm of the Lords. My man, Lord FC Violent. How we doing, sir?
Yo, what up, baby? What's going on, YouTube? What's
guy.
going on, chat? What's going on, panel, man? It's an honor to be here, man.
Salute,
I had to
brother.
put like shea butter on my ankles because you had me in the dungeons for so long, man. I was like, man, coach ain't never
I said I had
gonna
him
put
in
me
the dungeons. I had to make the call, man. I had to go get my bid.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Yo,
it is. I need that, man. Like,
If you run out, I ship it out to you. Don't
I got you, man. I'm starting to, chafe a little bit, man. I'm like, but shout out to my guy, LordCognito, and everybody in the panel for coming through, man. I can't wait to get to these topics, man.
Appreciate you, brother, man. Long overdue, man. Can't wait. Have you been get a chance to play anything, sir? What you been getting into, man?
I've been playing AC Valhalla, man, but because of how my situation is, I couldn't get the console, so I got to do it on PC. You know what I mean? But
just keep the black gloves away and the mask away. I know it's the season.
Nah, keep that mask on. Make sure that you run out and you purchase one of our neck gaiters before you go do
the
what
Lords
you
do
gotta
not condone
At
that.
this point, FC, man, like, use that mask to get both consoles. Don't just get one.
bruh, man,
Just turn
Listen.
it inside out. That's all. Just turn it inside.
listen, every night, man, every night when I go in that Walmart or the PS5 Direct or whatever, and I get that it's already sold out. I walk by my closet and look at my Black Forces, and like, man, it's today.
You gotta fight those urges.
Put them on.
I just got one thing to say. Us at Iron Lords Podcast
Does not exactly. Thank you, Addict.
We didn't hear nothing.
We did.
He said what Addict really said was not all of us of Iron Lord. I'm the Malcolm X of Iron Podcast
ridiculous.
by any means
Don't make
necessary.
me start saying that our beliefs isn't what King's is.
We all have passed.
We have facts,
That's
man.
right.
We report positively.
And
We got presents.
And we got presents too. Continue to do what you got to do to get where you got to get to.
Oh man,
Don't lose yourself. Finding
Get
yourself.
a judge before we start the intro.
Yeah. The what?
We got a couple of joints that came through.
Okay, you're talking to me. Okay,
Yeah.
Night Music with the $4 super chat. Good morning to you, sir.
Yes.
Then let's put the crest in the chat for Michael Askew Jr. Lord Bronze, welcome to the realm, my brother. Thank you.
sir.
And we have Squirrely Dan showing off on Twitter. I see. If
Black
you
City.
got brick problems. I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems with PS5 8
Wow,
one.
that's what we doing.
Yeah.
yes, that's right. My man Squirrely Dan. Did you see his setup looking all
setup
beautiful?
Is clean. Shout out
Yo,
to
Squirrely.
Squirrely. Did you see the royal cup on the joint?
Yes. Yo, but Squirrely, man, you got to get those little Nifnod statues off and put a real statue. Buy his ticket to my raffle to get a real statue. You see them? You see them? Get a real statue. Get it out of there, Squirrely.
Statue shaming that, man. Salute to Squirrely for pulling up, you already know. And of course, we got the 4 horsemen of gaming. Those original lords of the realm here at the round table. My co-host with the co-most, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, lord of his own world, and the how of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict, how we doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. First thing I want to say is, I was gonna do a little man talk, but it's too early for that. I'm tired, so I'm not doing that this morning. People just keep my name out your mouth. That's all.
Okay. Fair enough.
What's going on, Addict? I know what's going on.
Second off, I got to call out Kid Smooth. There's this game on Game Pass called Star Renegades. I'm sure you guys have seen me talk about it on Twitter.
Yes.
This game is amazing. And I bring it up to K Mega and Kid Smooth. Tell me how these people gonna look at this game and be like, man, look at that, look how this game looks.
Wow.
They'll be like, this you want me to play my Series X with this? And I was just like, oh, so now it's about how a game looks. Okay, got you. So it's gotta look a certain way before you're willing to try it. But
I gotta give respect to Addict because he called me on the phone. Yo, he called. I thought every time Addict called me, I think something happened. Right? So he called me on the phone, and I'm like, I'm ready to ride. I'm putting on my black Air Force One, and I'm like, yo, what's up, man? What happened? I'm putting my neck gaiter on. I'm like, what happened? And he like, yo, that Star Renegades. When you said it, I thought it was still on PC, but now that it's on console, he said, I've been blazing like 30 hours. I said, damn, man, this dude done passed me already. He just got
he's like Jamie. He's like Kaibatsu. He does that. You can't tell him nothing.
I finally beat it, and it took me almost 70 hours.
Wow.
Jeez.
Because it's one of those things where it resets every time you play it.
Where did you find 70 hours? Unbelievable.
I've been playing it for a week and a half.
Out here getting exotics while you're on the podcast. You about to get docked.
I totally respect his hustle. And that game, like for anybody to sit there and just take it off of what it looks like. First of all, the art direction is amazing. Yes. It's 16-bit to 32-bit graphics, right? In 2D format. And what it's doing for what it gives you, sound, art design, music, playability, and for the game it's amazing. That's what's up. It's truly amazing.
The only criticism I can get for it. Shout out to Massive Games. They actually hit me up on Twitter. It's just like, the game is so unique. It's such a good game. I recommend everyone in the chat trying it out. I'm just gonna say one quick. It's like a turn. It's the best turn-based combat I've ever seen. It doesn't really got a story because it's kind of like what Dead Cells was, where everything is generated every day, every time you play it, and every time you play it, you pretty much have to liberate 3 planets of all these enemies, and it's like I said, it's a turn-based game, but after every planet, you get random 2 people that show up, and you get to recruit them to your team.
That's what's up.
And by the time you get to the end of the game, man, you have all these nice people. But the thing is when they give you new people, they're like, "Yo, bring the bad people. Come on, bring more of them." Like, so it's a good game, and I have to recommend everyone to try it.
That's what's up. Yo, Sav, you want to get the joints before we get you in here?
Oh, and it's not on PlayStation. Sorry, Chris Righteous. Sorry, Chris Hart.
Is it on Game Pass?
It's on Game Pass. They had to delay the PlayStation version in January.
$3.99. Anytime I talk about any game, you can go pick it up and touch it. Right?
I should have known. I should have known.
Exactly. I'm not paying anything.
So we'll get the super chat before we bring you in.
Yeah, we have Beaner with the $5 super chat, sending love to the show, making my little girl yell time at me. Also, King Bo Slice is gonna make them fools look like Nate today. Great show.
So let me get the cash.
I'm pretty sure Kimbo Slice is dead.
Hold on, let me get the cash for £5 super chat. hola or holla at the Iron Lord from the game. It sounds like hola. Except for I ain't gonna forget. I thought he'd try to flip in Spanish right. That's my man, Gaz. Though salute. Game On daily, fam. Salute to the OGs, man. Yo, mad love. Yo, salute to Game On all day. I was on there yesterday with Kid Smooth and Incepted Ghost, man. Shout out to A-Side, all that.
Yeah, it's a good
fun
watch.
show, really good show. Support them brothers, man. They really do their thing, and definitely, Gaz, me and you gonna work. So look out for that.
Gaz,
call
12 o'clock. Okay, yeah, 12 o'clock. Okay.
What's the next one, song?
Then we have 108 Dragons TV with the $5 super chat. Good morning to the Lords and shout out to FC. What's good, fam?
Yes,
I can't wait for the PS5 GPU subject and happy belated Turkey Day. Facts.
Yo, 108.
Yo, 108. When you hit me up last night, I was in the middle of something. Sorry.
Then we got Smitty Smith with the $5 super chat. Opponent to Nate Robinson. Stand still while you catch this NyQuil.
We're gonna talk about that.
Then we got Michael Askew Jr. with the $5 super chat. My bad, a member, but that Nate Robinson KO had knocked my membership off.
Salute, Lord Askew.
Then we have Shane Tomlin with the £5 super chat. I need to say sorry to all you PS users out there. I paid off Ubisoft, not Phil, and I loved it. The Book of X.
I'm gonna stop that narrative. Y'all need to stop.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we all caught up, and the person who was introducing those super chats was the most technical gaming lord, the solo game who lives for the single player selfish experience, and also the Sostradamus, the Lord of Clarity and patron of the Iron Bank, my man, Lord Sovereign. How we doing, sir?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing very good. This is my last day of vacation.
Man.
Semi-vacation, right? I have Christmas vacation coming up, but it sucks to know I gotta get up at 4 a.m. So it's like, all it takes is a week for you to get out of your zone. That's all it takes. Even less.
You know what's funny? So in the past like probably 2 months. I've had 2 vacations because I already got my new one and they made me take my old one at the very end of it because I have a problem with never taking vacation.
Time on vacation. We got to go. I'm sorry.
Before I move forward, I have Microwave K Best. I finance a $2 super chat. Good morning, Lords. Hope all is well. Okay, so before we move forward, I have to do something. Last week, King said that he had me, and I was like, what is this?
You gonna live with that?
He didn't want to know. He didn't want
time.
He didn't want to do this. He didn't want to do it on the show, and I respect that. But you know what? If I gotta get smoke, I can get smoke. I'm good with that.
So we talked about reparations.
Yeah, okay. There's gonna be reparations. We both owe knees. That's it. He gave me them knees, and I had to give him.
So it's time. Let's get it.
So let me tell you why. So the thing he had me on last week was the fact that he tried to play.
These news is gonna get crazy in this chat. Don't do it.
It's fine.
Yes.
Because I have to admit what happened to me as well.
Yes.
Right.
So man.
He tried to
super cool.
Because listen, the PlayStation is having some issues. Yeah. So he tries to play his disc of Avengers, and it doesn't recognize it. It says, you better pay me to download this game, which is exactly what he said was going to happen, right? Obviously, it's a glitch, but I got to eat that because that's not
the first ever.
So no, this is what happened to me, right? I went in, and I have all digital, right? So there's 2 games in my library that do not appear, and they're like, "You gotta cop this."
Kids Smooth said one of them is Ghost of Tsushima.
So no, my Ghost is fine. What didn't work for me is Uncharted Lost Legacy.
Oh no!
And Shadow of the Colossus, and I'm I purchased these games, and they're not there. And so the thing is, I'm like, okay, I game share with Kaibatsu, so maybe that's it. But then I look at those games, I'm like, those are not games he would purchase.
Right.
The only games he would lead purchase on in our PlayStation library would be Persona 5 and Spider-Man. Beyond that, everything else, I'm gonna cop that. Right. So it's just not there. It's gone.
Wow.
So when I go to try to play that game, I was like, let me see how this Uncharted Lost Legacy looks.
Yeah.
It was like $19.99. I was like, hell no.
Wow.
I had to laugh. So I'm gonna do this right now. You're gonna laugh too because my desk is mad high, so I'm probably gonna disappear.
His head is gonna disappear.
Look, we gotta get live viewing of these. This is the first solve, don't lose. So
again, King gave me these last week because they indeed do have back compat, however broken it is.
Yes.
So, but I had to give these knees because that was funny, dude. I'm like, Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Wow.
So
as
we'll
we
take this draw, but that was funny. So beyond that, yeah, I
Wait,
finished
I didn't see the
Miles.
D though. Did y'all see the D? I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
I just
I didn't see it. You might have to run that back.
Focus for this great moment, and I didn't get to see.
It's look. All I gotta say, man, it's on replay.
Y'all saw it. Was y'all satisfied?
I saw it because I'm zoomed in on.
Oh, okay. My fault. Okay.
So, real quick, yeah, I beat Miles finally. Listen.
How long did it take you? 5 hours?
You know me. I try to get everything. So it took me a little longer. That was 7.
Okay. 7 hours, right? Great DLC, right?
The gameplay cannot be touched. The gameplay, the mobility, all of that cannot be touched. Right. I'm just a little bit mad with a couple of things. After a while playing the game, I can't stand Miles' voice. I can't.
Me too.
Like, he's 17 years old and he sounds like he hasn't hit puberty yet. Like, I can't stand his voice. So that's one thing. Put that aside. And then just the trophy stuff. Like, why do all these heroes have close friends that are psychopaths? Like, why is that the case all the time? Like, it's just this story thing that they do with superheroes all the time. That it's just like, I could have gone different with it.
I didn't like him because he's a simp.
Wow.
Yeah,
he turned into a straight simp. Like at some point in time, you gonna stop hitting me in my face. You gonna stop taking me to the brink of death, and I'm not gonna give you this Spidey charge.
And this is the thing. And the thing about it is, right? He has something to tell her for a good part of the game, and at no point in time, like just say the words, get it out of your mouth, like good cause, like, and then at the end, she's like,
Hustle and Motivate said no spoilers.
No spoilers. All right, let me just.
You ain't take your 5 hours and play it. Oh, you don't got a PlayStation. Sorry, my bad.
My bad. Yeah, I was about to spoil.
Spoilers.
They're probably having a hard time getting the PlayStation to work to play it. So.
Right.
Anyway,
all right, so let's forget about it.
It's very tropey, and that pissed me off. But beyond that, like, gameplay is untouchable. Fantastic.
No doubt. Hustle and Motivate said I'm on the last minute mission. Damn it.
Let me get
bro, you already know it. He's simpy throughout the whole place.
Let me get the Living Flame, $2 super chat. Loving this, knees for the needy. Happy Sunday.
First time ever saw.
Yeah, man, that was horrible though. I went into my my history. Yeah, it's not there either. Oh, dude, I know.
When you call Sony, you can't even bitch and moan because they
like it's not in your history. I'm like, oh, this is bad.
Wow. You know what Sony said, right? Got him.
Got him. Yo. And then yesterday, real quick, I was erasing my consoles to trade them in or whatever, and I hadn't done that yet. So why does the PlayStation take 5 hours to erase?
Nah, you gotta do the regular one. Don't do that one. Yeah. That one, there's like a quick erase and there's a regular erase or whatever.
Factory reset. Why did it take 5 hours
to get rid of them at?
Oh, I haven't done it yet. I don't know.
Where did you go? GameStop? You gonna go to GameStop?
$200.
That was my plan. Yeah.
Okay, don't erase them. They don't care about that. They said just drop it off just like that. Just make sure you have a password.
Running around. Yeah, you can't have the dudes running around.
No, see, I have a password in my joint, and I never put no credit card on PlayStation ever. So
they's getting this wipe. Facts. So that's been it, so.
That's it.
All right, no doubt. And of course, we have the Incredible Hulk of this, aka the XS Gamer.
Ooh.
The prophet of Xbox, king of the statues, demands nothing less than that premium experience. It is a leader of the fraud alert movement.
Ooh.
Beloved Lord King, how we doing, sir?
I'm doing better than Nate. I'm doing better than Nate.
Damn.
Yo, how you gonna let Nick Jonas knock you out?
Oh man.
Good God. Yo, he got hit with something. It was thunderous. It was. First of all, we should have known it was coming because he got hit with 2 thunderous shots to the back of the head, and your boy fell down twice the same way. So Nick Jonas just doubled in and just said, "You know what? I'm gonna turn the beat around and let him see that got you now." Right? So, you saw how
I see the flip.
All right. So when he hit him in the back of the head, he leaned him so crazy. When he hit the floor, and you got Snoop Dogg going, "Oh God, oh God!" Yo, first Thriller had the best commentators.
Yes.
Yeah, they did a good job.
They told them smoke weed, curse, and get into it. We don't care. and if something happened early, Snoop, you got to perform.
Yo, did you hear Snoop singing "Precious Lord"?
Oh, yo, he said, "Precious Lord, take me home." Yo, it was such an amazing fight. Just how quick it was. It was so great. But you know, to get to the main event.
Let's get to it.
First, I want to salute Roy Jones.
Really?
I want to salute Grandpa Roy.
Yeah, he took them body shots though.
Yeah, and he took a lot of stuff. He took a lot of stuff. Mike hit him in the face and the neck and all over. I thought Roy was gonna pass away.
I did.
That's what I was
I
watching.
thought Roy was gonna get hit with something, and he was gonna look like Nick Cannon. Oh, so it's Nate Robinson. Yeah. You know, I keep just messing with internet dudes. Because I don't respect them. Anyway, and I thought Roy was gonna look like that yesterday. Roy stood his ground. Through his combos, because there was some points in that fight you saw flashes of Roy, like Roy with the triple combinations and turning them. Yo, he looked, and Mike Tyson made an eloquent point at the end.
What did he say?
He said, "Why are you worrying about him dying and not me dying? He just retired 3 years ago."
Facts.
And I retired almost 15 to 17 years ago.
Right.
I'm a beginner.
Yeah, he said, I'm starting fresh again. And then you saw the different agendas. Yeah. Right? You saw the first of all, you saw the different agendas when they got on that scale. Oh, Lord. All right. Yeah, so you saw Mike Tyson is at a different point in his life right now when he's trying to create a Geritol league.
Yes.
Right? So what he has to do is he has to be, if you're going to create a Geritol league, you have to be in your peak condition, your peak shape, and show that the old can still, rise up. Roy always looked at it as something on his bucket list.
Yes.
So his body
chicken reflected.
Yeah, like his body. It looked like that. It looked like he had the Roy gut. Yes. And we never seen Roy with a gun. Always Roy had a 12-pack for his whole life. So it was kind of anybody that followed boxing saw it and it was like, oh, damn, Roy, no, man. And then we always thought that, oh, man, he going to get caught with one of those things. But Roy took these shots and Roy represented boxing damn good. Roy at the end said, I'm not a draw type of dude. Yeah. I thought I did enough. I thought I watched Holyfield and Lennox Lewis, how they tied him up and they hold his hand. He wasn't going to hit me with that uppercut. And I said, damn, he did exactly what he set out to do. So salute those two Geritol dudes for getting it in. And Danny Jacobs, you suck. Oh. Yeah. That fight on Friday was hot trash. Okay. And Rosario won.
What's your pleasure?
First, what I want y'all to do right now, because we never say this, but it's super important. Yes. I would like for you guys, if you haven't subscribed and you watch right now, please subscribe and watch and share it out. Give it out to somebody who hasn't heard of us or somebody you think might like us, and just share it out, please. Just because I know a lot of you guys show up, but share sometimes, please, because it's the algorithms that are changing a lot of things that's going on. And I never really paid no attention to it, but it really means some stuff now. And excuse me, Cog explained it to me. Still getting over this cold. KOS Tuesday. Yes. I have two Holy Grails. One is in the back, and I got another one that's coming in this week. What I've been playing. Star Renegades, River City Girls. And if y'all didn't know, it's been a silent update to Neon Abyss. You know that's my crack. They overhauled all the graphics. Okay. And they fixed a lot of things. Some people was having a problem with the open the door button being the same button as your action button. They turned it to your A button. So now the controls make sense. It has a crosshair so you can see where you're going to shoot. And some of the overlay graphics are updated. So it's just go check it out. No it changed and is a great game.
No doubt. Sorry, these games are Game Pass, sir.
Yes. Oh man,
that's to make sense. To verify the originality, the authenticity of these.
No. Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer has made it easy for me never to buy another game again.
Fair enough. I'm gonna give a shout out, man. Shout out to Lord Paris in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for pulling up, man. Love what you're doing out here. Salute. You know what I'm saying? But that's been it, sir. For you guys?
Yes, that's been it, man. And If I got more raffles left, I probably got like 3 raffles left for this impeccable Black Cat statue from XM Studios. I'm trying to get you guys into premium collecting. $25 will get you a $700 to $1,000 type statue. Check it out. I mean, it's super premium stuff. If you're looking at this stuff and you're like, oh my God, I will never spend $1,000. Well, spend $25 to get you in.
You got a shot to win. Absolutely. Yo, salute that. Salute Dolph Castle X. You know what I'm saying? We had him on last week, but you already know we got the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi. LordCognito Unlocked. Spreading that realness in the realm of the IOP. Not telling you what you want to hear, what you need to hear. Finally, Destiny Raid Deep Stone Crypt is done. Completed. I get my life back. I've been grinding.
Yeah, I haven't really launched it since I beat it.
I need like, yo, shout out to Paris here. He know, like, that Destiny grind pre-raid takes your soul. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody, you know what I'm saying, participated. We got it done. Shout out to Sinister Death Singer with the damn, he got that rocket launcher, man.
I'm waiting for you guys to show up on console. So
December 8th, baby. Xbox Series X,
I'm
60 frames.
I'm still a little bit in my feelings over the death thing.
Yeah,
just a little bit. Like
we love you in the clan, but we are very jealous that you got the most rare.
Let's just put it this way: don't use that with me in your quick-fire squad. Like, don't use that.
You guys don't get the same stuff.
No.
But
there's a random drop.
Apparently, someone did the math. Stuff. There's a 5% chance of you getting that rocket launcher.
And the thing that's cool that they've done now, Addict, that I like is they taking it to rack to the machine, and which I always felt was the best system, which is if you keep raiding, you get a chance for reward. So like they had the Siva keys and that. In this, they have these like it's called like spoils of war, like a raid currency, and then you can kind of farm the actual ones that you want. You know what I mean? So that part is really cool. The raid is amazing. I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't done it yet, but there's a part after the third encounter where the raid kind of goes somewhere else. It is the most magical thing Bungie's ever done. And also shout out to,
and it's crazy how they get you back from that other place too.
Shout out
the entire raid is just extremely well done.
Oh, it's well done. Shout out to my boy Sky Lewin again on the last word. We had him on from Bungie, sound composer Mike Salvatore, all those guys. The music in Destiny is man, it is second to none. You've got to hear this thing.
Shout out to you yesterday with Ty Guy.
Oh yeah, shout out to Ty Guy. Travis.
Yeah, that was a great show.
Brother. Yeah, he killed it. He killed it. Funny topic.
Friday, sorry.
Yeah, shout out to Ebontis. You already know. Paris, we got to get you in the last word too, brother. We see you in there. Kiss Smooth, what's up, baby? What's going on, man? So anyway, so that's been pretty much it, man. We got a lot of that stuff. That's all it has been for me.
What's up? I got something real quick before we go.
All right, go ahead.
I was like, all right, yo.
Huh? No, okay, because I got
okay, just real quick. Look. Today I'm gonna be giving a code away to the members, man. So I'm gonna give that away probably about 1:30. It's gonna be a question, so you might as well get those question glasses out.
Okay, all right. So we got some giveaways cooking up. No doubt.
Get Google ready.
We all caught up. I was like, we can jump.
I know we have Smitty Smith with the $5 super chat. Nate didn't get knocked out. He's just looking for his contact lens.
He's looking for his eyes because he popped out.
Yo, foul. So we all good? We good?
Yes, we're good.
All right, no doubt. So now we got into what the Lords have been playing and fight talk and all that good stuff. Oh, hold on. J-Dub, get J-Dub.
J-Dub is a show. Oh, wait. Before I get J-Dub as a show, real quick. Shout out to Big Bad Mo. Yes. Got his console. Shout out to Cat Daddy. Finally, our winners are getting their consoles. J-Dub should be receiving his console this week. So shout out to Lord Gene for helping out with that. Amazing. So yeah. Thank you guys, because we were looking at January like a maybe.
Yeah, these consoles are hard to get. So yeah, salute.
It's hard to get.
Yeah, salute to one Big Man Mo for putting it up, putting the pictures up, man. Salute.
No doubt. So J-Dub is a shill with the $5 super chat. I didn't know that Jesus played video games. Why does he have a red beard and eyeglasses?
Savage. Shout out to Big Man Mo. He's loving his Series X. Yeah, I see that. I see the unboxing. I see that. You already know. Yeah, but look, man, so let's get into this show. Now we got to what the Lords are playing. You know what I mean? Let's get focus on Lord FC Violent. His video game system history. You know what I'm saying? And of course, what led him to creating the amazing YouTube channel. And of course, that daily dose of the Vitamin G podcast. So Lord FC, man, let's start from the beginning. What were some of the things that got you into video games and just what video game systems you had? What got you to gaming?
Yes, sir. So I had, firstly, for I have to salute my pops. You know what I mean? So he got me into gaming. Nice. For those who don't know, you know what I mean, I was born overseas in the Philippines. You know what I mean, Manny Pacquiao, my uncle. Shout out to Jay Fonzarelli as well.
Yes,
my Filipino brothers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I was over there, and then he got me my first console. Didn't even speak English, but over there playing Mario and beating it. You know.
Nice. So what was it? NES? What was the first one?
The NES. Yes.
Nice.
Yes, sir. NES with I think it was Duck Hunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I think the first Mario game. So that's what got me into the systems, and I was hooked ever since. I was a big Nintendo kid. I think I had all the Nintendo consoles. So obviously, all of them except for the GameCube. That's when things started to turn for me.
Oh, you sound like me.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I was a Nintendo guy until that GameCube came out.
So wait, we gotta stop you for that. So what was it that like turned you off? What was the factors that led you astray?
I mean, I grew up, man. I got older, you know what I mean? Oh,
but it's funny because it's usually not the GameCube that turns people. It's more the Wii than anything else.
Yeah, that turned.
Yeah, but see, I started earlier. It was the GameCube that turned. You know what I mean? So like, I have two brothers, right? So I'm the oldest. Right. And then back then, man, I ain't had no money, so we had to share everything.
Yeah.
So we were playing N64, all that stuff, and then it was. It came to a point where my pops was like, "What y'all want? The new consoles come out. We got the GameCube. We got this new thing called the Xbox." And then my younger brothers, was like, "Let's get the GameCube." I was like, "Hold on, pause. Let's see what it got." You know what I mean? I was like, "Hold on now. You mean being the older brother?
Our options before we start just doing stuff."
Exactly. You know, I'm a teenager at this point. I'm like, you know what I mean? I can only play Mario for so long. So let's hold on. What is the next console got? I'm looking at it. It's more mature. You know what I mean? The graphics was there, and I'm looking at the GameCube, and I'm like, man, I don't know. I was like, no, I'm gonna have to make an executive decision. I was like, we're going with the Xbox. First thing, my little brother was like, but why? I'm like, nah. I'm making a decision. We're going with the Xbox. Pops, get the Xbox.
Hey, I'm pulling the override code, man.
But hold on. I gotta stop, Jesse. What was the factor on Xbox that made you say
that? The Xbox Live? I mean, I'm looking at it like, oh, we could play anybody. I'm a competitive guy, for those who don't know. I'm sitting there like, okay, you got like the Mecha Assault, and I'm like, Halo? You know what I mean? Did somebody say something about Halo? Like Halo.
Halo.
So I was like, so we got that, and the rest was history, man. Like when Xbox, I think I pretty much get all the consoles, but normally I get like PlayStation a little bit later, because that's how it always was. It's like Xbox first, and I'll get the PlayStation like a year or two later. And then obviously Dreamcast as well, which is actually my favorite console of all time.
Nice.
Yeah.
They just did things different, man, ahead of his time.
Very ahead of his time. Very, very.
Yeah.
Very
salute to the Dreamcast, man.
Yes.
R.I.P.
Salute to Peter Moore and them guys, them dudes.
Yes, sir. So it's an easy transition too, because they, you know what I mean. They went to the Xbox as well. And then, obviously everyone 360.
Yes.
Xbox One.
Give me some standouts. Give me some standouts on 360.
360, man. Lost Odyssey.
Wow.
Oh man.
Fire.
Obviously, I wish it did. Obviously,
they were actually making a sequel and it was canceled.
The Halos,
of course.
I mean, Halo 2 came in 360, right?
Halo 2 came.
No. Halo 2 was Xbox.
It was at the Xbox.
Was the original?
Yeah, matter of fact, you're right. You are right.
Halo 3 was the first one on
You know what?
Yeah, you're right.
The Halo collection has definitely changed everybody's thoughts of when stuff was released and stuff
came
like
out, right?
that.
You forget.
It's been so long.
They did a great job on that, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, salute 343, man, for that. I know they get a lot of slack.
One part, this last part.
That one part.
We ain't gonna be saluting too hard. We're gonna let them finish this finish the fight.
You gotta let them.
Yeah, or somebody else will finish it for you.
You are out of control. Behold.
Yeah, but 360 has some gems though, man. 360 has some gems. You got I'm trying to think of another game. I played a lot of different games. I played Final Fantasy 11, but I know it was technically cross-play with PC and the PlayStation for the first time, which was dope. Playing against a lot, PC and the PlayStation crowd. For those who don't know,
absolutely.
Dope MMO. I played a lot of different games, man. Mass Effect.
Oh, let's talk about it. Which one?
For the first.
Which was the best?
We got a hater in the building.
Wait, which was the first Mass? Which Mass Effect's the best Mass Effect?
Oh, I know hating. No, I know hating. I just want to know which one. Which one's your favorite?
Everybody knows it's the second, man.
Oh, my man, let's go, FC. You're welcome back, sir.
I'm here.
The first one's a little taste, and then you obviously you
got a bunch of
you work on that craft, and then it makes it a better game.
You know what? I haven't played the Mass Effects to that extent, so I have like no horses.
When they do that remaster, you got to jump on board, bro.
Mm-hmm. But to me, it feels like the original Mass Effect is more RPG, and people like the second one because they went away from it a little bit, made it more action orientated.
The guy
I'm just telling you from what I see.
Who always kills people for not playing games before they come is going to talk on this master.
I literally just said that. It's not like I was acting like I played it. It's not like I said, "Hey, Cognito, I played all of them." All right, you know what it seems like to me.
But you
from the ones I played, I literally giving your opinion on a statement that I've never done, and I opened up the statement with I've never played any Mass Effect.
Time, back to the game.
Like I said, I played Mass Effect.
Time, back to the game. He disagrees with me. Time.
That's how we moving.
That's how we moving. Dictatorship. Let's go.
I feel you.
He's gonna control that narrative.
Yeah, I gotta control it. I gotta steer it my way.
I feel you. I do the same thing, man. I feel you.
No doubt.
Something about that power.
You gotta get some control, man. So what about the PlayStation? So I know you said you would get the Xbox consoles first, right? But then you would still, normally. But then you would still get play. So what was it about the PlayStation ecosystem that would still get you to come on? What was some of those standouts?
So for me, man, like even though I talk a lot of trash, I like to play games, and I'm not the type of dude that just plays multiplayer, which is like my brothers. They just play nothing but multiplayer. Because like I said, we're mad competitive. Yeah. They had to be because I'm the oldest. I always, you know what I mean, punish them all, every day. They in the gym, you know what I mean, working out their thumbs, talking about I'm gonna have to beat my big brother, but which they never do. But you know they try anyway. You know, salute my brothers, man.
Salute.
Yeah, but it was always just different experiences, man. Like so for me, like I had the PlayStation. I think I played the PlayStation 1, but I was pretty young, man. I don't remember it too well. And I had the PlayStation 2. Trying to think of games, man. But it was hard times, man. I didn't have a memory card, so
you was doing things in one sitting.
Yeah, man. I was doing, you know what I mean, Legacy of Kain. I left the game on
chill. Which one though? Did you do the Blood Omen Legacy of Kain? The first one? Did you do that one?
It was the first one, of course.
Yeah, it was Kain, and he had the voice act. Oh, my man, FC, that's a classic right there.
What would you do? You would leave your console on and turn your TV off, right, and walk out and tell the people don't touch it, right?
Hey, that's what it was. Like I said, man, I had to put down my authority. You know what I mean?
I remember
because you know how it is. You got game time, right? Like if you die, you got to give up the controller. For those who don't know, man, living in multi-family household.
Yes. I remember. I remember playing.
Yeah, go ahead.
You go ahead and finish what you're saying.
I was saying, but you know what I mean? Like being the oldest, you gotta kind of set some rules, and you get a little mulligans here and there, man. It's like, no, that don't count. That don't count.
I am so happy I never had to deal with any of that.
Hey, no memory card life is real.
No memory card life.
Wow. Go ahead, Addict.
I remember playing Final Fantasy VIII. And I got to the part where you attempt to kill the sorcerer for the first time, and I was rolling with that no memory card stuff. And see, I was supposed to get one the next day because I mowed a bunch of lawns the previous day. So I was sitting here like, I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna keep it on all night, and I'm just gonna put that memory card in tomorrow, and I'll save. Yeah. Well, I came back with the memory card, and I had the PlayStation. You have to reset for it to register. The memory card. So I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this, and you know, it was only like maybe 7-8 hours, but back then 7-8 hours might as well have been a lifetime. I was sitting there and I remember thinking, I gotta do this again.
Yeah, because they had to format your memory card.
They had to format it.
Wow.
Yeah, the PlayStation always had these weird quirks.
Here you go.
But you would do it though. You would do it back then, man. I played the first level so many times, like just in case the power go out. I'm like, dang, I gotta start over.
Yeah, I remember the first day I got my PlayStation, they didn't have any memory cards, so I got it, and then I think the memory cards were like $60, and I was like, I don't want to pay no $60 memory card. I said, whatever. I got to get my stuff, get home, and then you realize how important it is. And I was like, oh no, I can't play like this. Yeah, so I got my memory cards. I got it.
But I got to salute FC because we was down with that Legacy K first. Remember, what was it? Hail Victus!
Hey, Victus!
Hail Victus! And you suck the blood from down the block.
They got to remaster that joint, man.
Yo, the first one, bro.
Yeah,
the voice acting was amazing, and if I think
that was
I
Amy
think they lost.
That was Amy Hennig.
I think they lost the license to it. Something happened that they were supposed to be doing. They keep talking about they're doing it, but it just keeps falling to the wayside.
Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't mind the eventual sequels where it became about Kane and stuff, but I just felt it lost like
Reaver.
Yeah, I really wasn't. I know those games are good and critically acclaimed, but I really liked the first one's atmosphere. It was more vampire-y to me.
Yeah, the top down.
Yeah, the top down one.
You would really love what is it? Vampire the Masquerade.
Oh yeah,
because that's what when I saw Vampire the Masquerade talking about being released on Xbox, I was like, please stay true to the core,
right?
Because that reminds me of Legacy of Kain, but modern times. But it's really good. Okay. But yeah, Legacy of Kain is incredible.
No,
that's right.
That Masquerade. I've never played one of those games, and I'm looking forward to that game.
Yeah, I gotta try that. That to me is excellent. But salute to FC, man, because that's a classic. I haven't heard anyone bring that up. That was a classic, man.
I play a lot of different games, man, and then of course with the PlayStation as well. Finally, salute to the the PS3 finally, memory cards and that became standard. You know what I mean? And hard drives. So salute to that.
Yeah.
But Mag. For those who don't play Mag, man, that was a different experience. So I'll try that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mag was my game, man. DC Universe as well on the PlayStation when it was.
No. Once I saw those graphics, I was like,
but the thing is though, graphics is cool, but for me, I got to try it out because sometimes you can overlook it if the gameplay was fun. And I had so when I played DC Universe, man, of course I ran the servers. You know what I mean? These non-multiplayer guys don't understand how competitive it be. So I set up like a fight ring.
No, okay.
In the open world. So it's like an open world fight ring. Okay. So it'd be like you do a server chat and be like, hey, 1v1, who wants it? And my time, my name at the time was King Jude. Yeah. So I'm like, listen, like anybody can catch the fade. And it was like good versus bad guy, right? And then you would just do like it'd be we were in Metropolis. I forgot one of the buildings, right? It was like on top of like a it's like a big ring. You know what I mean? Like it was like 100 feet in the air. It was a big ring. Yeah. So I'm like, all right. And then the crowd make a circle and it's like 1v1.
Y'all had a fight club, son?
I'm trying to tell you, my old videos. I made some videos on it. It was just me like going 1v1, and I was sitting in the middle because I would never lose. So I'm sitting there like, all right, who's next? You know what I mean? That's how it is, man. That was fun time.
Fire. Okay, I hear what you're saying. That sounds great and fire and stuff. But then at the same time that DC Universe game came out, whatever, I was playing World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I feel you.
Yeah. See now, I don't see the difference. So I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
But King, there's an age gap. You know what I mean? I was still.
I feel that.
Yo, you definitely telling the truth because when that was out, then the younger squad started gravitating towards that, and I'm still trying to do potions and getting
exactly. I didn't level up to that. I didn't level up to that till I started playing
that League of Legends, that the World of Warcraft. I have way too much of an addicting personality to get nowhere near those games.
Yeah, nah. Once I seen King and Sov getting into that, and I was just like, they really got relationships in the world, and I'm like,
Sov messed with me for one day. He entertained me for one day, and that was so beautiful because when you take your friend around, you're like, well, come over here and check this out, and go look over here because we got stuff over here, we got shops and stuff, and he's like, he took a paddling. I remember, I'm never gonna forget. I said, who you made? I made a paddling. All right, so he goes over there and he does this stuff, and then so I was like, you could tell he's not into it. Like I'm really like, all right, so we can go over here and craft some stuff, and then we got to farm this stuff here so you can farm. And he's like,
I didn't cool out and he stayed on.
He's like, see you later, brother.
No,
I got a smooth 10 hours into WoW, and that was it. I was good.
You're done.
You went straight to unsubscribe.
No doubt.
I feel you, man.
No doubt. So from there on, like I said, transition out, and then obviously to the current generation. Xbox One, PlayStation 4.
Yeah, exactly. So then, obviously Xbox, when it was so successful, the 360 at that time, I built a computer actually during the Xbox One early years just to play Final Fantasy 14. I was the original Final Fantasy 14 OG when the game was straight trash. You know what I mean?
But before they rebooted it.
Before they rebooted it, man, I was one of the founders, man. I had to live through that.
Final Fantasy is the only game I've ever seen to have lore of their game blowing up and having another one start.
They had to, man. It was such a disappointment because, like I said, with 11, for those who play Final Fantasy 11, you understand where I'm coming from. That game was so deep. For those who there was like the War crowd or WoW crowd, and then the 11 crowd.
Okay,
yeah,
you know what I mean. So it was like between that. I tried World of Warcraft, wasn't for me. Right. Went to Final Fantasy 11 because the stories was dope. You know how Final Fantasy do.
Yeah.
And then when it went to 14, figured like it'd be a transition. It was so bad, but shout out to them for rebooting it.
Yeah.
And I mean, the guy did so well that obviously he's making 16. So
absolutely.
So you see what I'm be talking about. But yeah, so the Xbox first game on there was Rise, man. My game.
Oh man,
the best 900p game you ever seen.
Facts.
I just played it last week.
That's what's up.
It still looks good.
Hold up, man.
I'm mad as hell.
Without a patch.
Unoptimized, it still holds up.
I'm mad as hell. I was like, y'all are supposed to use this engine until the wheels fall off. What the hell is going on here? I said, PlayStation do it. What?
No doubt, man. Tremendous gaming history, sir. A lot of variety, diversity. I
play a lot of different games, man. And then how to get the PlayStation 4 and God of War and all that came out. It was a wrap.
Boy.
But yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I was hot fired. But and then like this generation starting. It'll be the first time that I'm not gonna get an Xbox. I'm trying to get a PlayStation first for the first time ever. And that's mainly because of the PC master race. So
salute to my poor choices. But
but see, it's all love though, because my PC, man, I play all my Xbox games. Salute to PhilSpencer. You know what I mean?
Salute to Phil Dominus. He said it's cool.
Yeah, Game Pass is on PC too, baby. So
no disrespect. Yeah. Listen, I understand Phil got you. You just get in wherever you fit in. People do it on their phone. Don't have no console, no nothing. They have it on their phone. So I absolutely salute you. But then when you was like, well, I'll get this over that, I was like,
but it's not over that. It's not over that. I'm still gonna get an Xbox Series S down the road because the frames and all that. I'm not. The thing is, I'm always gonna have an Xbox console. That's in my blood, baby. But for me, like I already have a PC, and I'm trying to make that my main. It's my Xbox box on PC.
Was you able to obtain a 3080?
And with the Flex FC, with the Flex.
I did not yet. That's why I said everything. I'm about to. 3090. That's how I'm going up, baby.
Oh, you doing 3090?
3090, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get that, man. But like I said, every night I look at my closet.
Look at Big Navi though. Big Navi ain't talk to you yet. See the Big Navi, you ain't see how Big Navi.
Why you saying like you the big homie that you gotta check in? You gotta check in with Big Navi.
You gotta check in with Big Navi because Big Navi talking that stuff.
Yeah, but they ain't talking that ray tracing stuff. So
wait, no, wait. Yes, they are. Wait a second. Hold on. I guess you ain't get the update. Wait a second now. Wait a second. They doing the same ray tracing that Xbox
DLS. DLS. Yeah, DLSS, whatever they call it, man. You know what I mean? It's missing some stuff.
It's called machine learning on the other side. Listen, we all got words.
For me, it ain't getting caught. Until they show me, until I see those benchmarks, they ain't getting caught.
Okay, so they flex it, but until you see the benchmarks, then you good.
They got to show and prove.
You got to show.
Yeah, no, because like remember I told you I built the first PC during roughly when the Xbox One launched, and guess I had an AMD system.
Oh,
and I wasn't impressed. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, I can't do that. And then to my second build, I went, NVIDIA and Intel.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna merge them. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have NVIDIA and then AMD CPUs. So
I'm capping right now because I got NVIDIA in my.
You said I'm capping right now.
I be talking Big Navi like I got Big Navi. I ain't got no Big Navi.
That's a snake oil, bro.
It's so good, man. It's so good. We planted these purchases out, man. But look, man, tremendous history. Love what I'm hearing. But we got to get into, like I said, you jumping into YouTube, your content creation.
Yes, sir.
Like, basically what kind of sparked that? What said, you know what, I want to jump in. I want to do some content creation.
All right, so it's kind of like a two-part. First, I've always watched like y'all in the beginning when y'all had like 30 subs. I was in there.
Salute.
You know what I mean? And then, from time, I was like, yo, these guys are legit, man. I love watching y'all.
Appreciate
and
you.
watch all the other guys at the time was heavy in the Xbox, like I said in the beginning. And I would always argue on the computer, bro. I'm like, man, I don't agree with that. Like, I don't know what
you be talking to us like, I don't agree with that.
Yeah. I be doing like, Attic, man, you was wrong.
Yeah, we say that all the time. Continue.
You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, bro. There's too much capping over there arguing. I'm realizing, I'm arguing by myself. They can't hear me, man. I can type so much, but first it'll get timed out. Google's like, you type too much.
And then you got King over here telling people to put it in color.
Exactly. You can't read it. You know what I mean? Colorblind to white. You know what I mean? It's all good.
That's a fact.
Yeah, and it continues to this day. I don't see none of that.
Oh man, he put a program in code block everything that's in white, man. Greens only, So,
but then, party amongst yourselves. We in VIP up there.
Yo, amongst yourselves.
How you doing down there? How you doing?
So that was one part of it, and then like I'm on a Facebook group with my guy Jubei Senses in the chat.
Oh, salute
you!
I
mean, shout out to him. Shout out to Kofi. So it's us three in the beginning. Yeah. And then y'all know Kofi.
Creative Kofi.
I thought I was gonna get a chance to see Kofi because he's right next to
No, this is different Kofi.
Me.
You talk about
different Kofi.
Oh yeah, I clear it up. Yeah. Creative _Kofi, the Japanese speaker.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. Sorry, my bad.
No, PlayStation they should stand up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He be speaking that PlayStation stuff, man. I'll give him his own segment, man.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, so we was on. Like I said, I know these guys like in real life, so we was on.
I said I'd love to have him on. Bring him over here.
Kofi, listen to this, man. Hit him up. He's a good dude.
Absolutely, I've heard him on. Shout out to Brap in the chat right now. Great to see FC #DMV Gaming. No doubt to our super chat. Yeah, he was on. I think Kofi was on Brap before. That's my first time hearing him. Hold on, real quick. FC Soft. Did you? I think I skipped.
We got one away. We got one away with $2 super chat. That got to my statue is lit. Fire.
Thank you. Tuesday. KOS was coming up. Don't worry about it.
No doubt. So continue, sir. So you speaking of Kofi, you're having them talks.
Because all right, back then, you know what I mean? Like you said, I tend to put the black gloves on. So it was on Facebook, the Facebook group called Laid Back Gamers, right? With like cool cats I went to school with, college with. And then obviously they went from 360 to PlayStation straight away. And then I was always talking, saucy. I'm like, listen. And then it's like blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Me and my guy Jubei just going tag team. It was just me and him going against all these dudes. They talking about, but the exclusives. They're like, bro, you don't play any of these games. When you did play me in Halo, you got washed. You know what I mean? With stuff like that.
You talking about pure tribalism?
Yeah, it was what it is. I'm like, y'all talking all this sauce, but y'all still trashing games. It was like that. And then Kofi was in there. We were barking back and forth. And then I'm like, listen, we doing this for free. We should be able to do this on YouTube or something, because like the heat in the conversations you have outside of just talking trash is actually pretty good. Because I listen to other people's podcasts. I'm like, let's do something a little bit different. Yeah. And then they was like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, y'all gonna make it? No, I guess it's up to me. Then that's when I started, because it's always one of those like, yeah, it's a good idea until somebody, until someone actually
does it. Facts.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I'll create it. You know what I mean? And then it's like, hey, I got it now. You ain't got no excuse. Come through.
No doubt.
So,
yeah, I was on one of his episodes a couple months ago, and Creative Kofi wasn't there. And he was midway through, he's like, yeah, Kofi needs to be on every episode. He keeps being told us because my boy FC, man, he was going crazy in that podcast.
Yeah, I had my moments. I had my moments.
Yeah, your moments.
I be forgetting, man. I be forgetting. Nah, but that was a lively show, man. Look, don't try to trigger me on my show, man. But so that's how it started, man. And the Vitamin G Gaming Podcast.
Yes.
For those who don't know, it's a collection of gamers from all different type of backgrounds who usually have a preference to a certain system. So your voice will be heard, whether it be Nintendo, whether it be PlayStation, whether it be PC.
No, shout out to team.
We there, man. That's what it is.
Shout out to team, bro. Come on now.
Yes, man. So shout out to my guy, like I said, Jubei Sensei, creative _Kofi.
Yes.
My guy Feral Bazaar. My guy Omar. You know what I mean? Hardcore Pony for the Pony Nation who know him. So it's him. And then it's
Omar.
Yeah, you know who Omar is.
Yeah,
man.
I know. Yo, listen, I had fun when I was on that show. I don't know nobody.
Yo, shout out to my guy from again. So Omar's from the Netherlands, and then my other guy from UK. Shout out to Dante Crisis. It's the United Nations of gaming over there, man.
I like this.
Yeah.
That's what's up. No
That's
doubt,
right.
man.
Every flag is represented.
I gotta shout you out because,
much.
like I said, I'm seeing the grind. Love that you putting the work in. I love that you entertain healthy debate from all consoles. You just keep it skewed one side, and then shout out to Coming Soon music. I gotta plug you on that.
Yes,
that Coming Soon, that Left Outside beat. Ooh, that's hard body karate. I like that.
Yeah, I gotta hit up my guy. Y'all already know him, man. NYT music.
Yes, NYT, just like music, man.
Oh yeah, actually, you know what? That's another thing too. I forgot. Yeah, I got plugged. He's actually one of the ones that was pushing for me to start a show. Because my very first scene on YouTube when I was trying to figure out how am I gonna start a podcast from out of nowhere. I was like, let me see if I could get on some stuff. And then like one of my first shows was with my guy Kal-El.
Yes,
he had a thing where it was like it was short-lived, but it was like a debate series, right?
Yes.
It's like PlayStation guy versus Xbox guy, blah, blah, blah. And it was 1v1. And then my very first one was talking about the Xbox controller versus the PlayStation controller. So it was me, K-Mega. K-Mega was like the Xbox coach. J-Dubs.
He said the coach.
That's what it was. It was
a place that you had your trainers, your FC.
That's what it was. And then J-Dubs, and then had some, I forgot the other guy's name. It was 1v1. And then obviously you already know what happened. He got washed.
Oh, whoa.
But, so that, and it started from there. And my guy NYT Music hit me up. He's like, man, you should, for real, man, make that YouTube, do it. And ever since then, man, me and him, man, it's and a fellow sailor, you know what I mean? Salute to my shipmate.
Salute.
And he's like, yo, let's do it. And then I hit him up and he's like, man, I'm trying to get something a little bit different. Let's try to do this intro, man.
Feeling it.
And then, so we got the Coming Soon music. It was from
fire.
So NYT Music and his cousin Kino Flex, which I got him on the show a couple times. He's the one who actually created it. And then I don't know if you heard the actual intro.
Oh, I heard because you got the
so the intro,
right? And then whoever's spitting on the intro is going crazy.
Same dude. Kino Flex.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Kino Flex, a graphics guy who created the whole,
the
cinematography and all that. So salute to graphics guy, salute to Kino Flex, salute to NYT Music, man. That's my dude.
Man, I love what you're doing. I love how even like the little bit of the stuff kind of like goes with the beat, even with the bass parts. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, that's kind of clean right there. You know what I'm saying? So me and King are working on some stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, I see we see what's going on. We see what's going on. But yeah, man, salute to you. I love what you're doing. Very unique spin. And it's dope, man. Keep grinding, brother. I'm loving the energy. We got you. We got you out of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We pulled you up, man. I gotta get my boy. Gotta make the call.
Yeah, because he talking about King good looking out. Telling the Cog. I was like, first, I don't give any suggestions to Cog. Only one suggestion I gave to Cog, and that was my boy Dolph Castle X. That's the only, and then that's the only person. Well, him and Lemon. Yeah, those are the only two people that I push for actively. But then you know what it is? Cog has a schedule. Right? Cog is really working. I don't think he ever gets enough credit for booking these dudes and doing all the hard work and follow up and talking and everything and building. Listen, like I said, I'm out of that process. All I do is show up, play some music. All right, that's all I do. All right, and then I do my King of the Statues. Okay. So when y'all hitting me like, yo, talk, no, they do that stuff. Absolutely. And it's a very intricate thing because he has to place people. So every week I'm trying to figure out who's next. That's all. Who's next? And my boy FC is on. Fantastic.
I had to get FC, man. He's been doing it for a while. Like I said, I love the energy. And I love, like I said, just bringing in, we're going to get into the topics and stuff with Phil stuff, but just bringing in healthy debate from different avenues, different aspects, not just one-sided all the time. And it takes open-mindedness to do that. So that's why I respect you for what you're doing out here, man. So keep the grind up. But you know what time it is. It's that time for that top 5 right now. So we got to put some pressure on you right quick. You know what I'm saying?
Top 5 dead or alive.
Top 5 dead or alive. You know where it stems from. You know what I'm saying? You know the origin.
My top 5 games of all time.
Or franchises if you don't want to do a specific
franchises. Game. Okay. All right. Well, one of them had to be one of probably the number one or maybe up there. And when it comes to RPGs, is Golden Sun.
Ooh.
That is I spent a lot of hours.
A
lot of hours in Golden Sun. The next one.
What we got?
Trying to think. Chrono Trigger.
You Ebontis is going to invite you on the last word automatically off that. I know you hate Destiny, but he will invite you just off of that choice alone.
Yeah, I don't hate Destiny. It's just for me, man.
I'll be seeing you on my line. You hate Style. Don't be cute now on TV. You hate
I mean, yeah, you know, Destiny's trash. But
listen, it's in Game Pass, bro. We got to play now. It's free $99.
I know. I get it, man. I get it. But I was heavy in Destiny 1. It's just I don't know if I was still hurt because a Bungie left, or I don't know what it is.
And it wasn't what the people thought it was going to be in the beginning. And I can understand. Exactly. So we got the Sun joint. You know what I'm saying? And then we got number 2. What was number 2?
Number 2 was Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger, right. So now we got 3 more.
Number 3 would be in no order. Yeah. For number 3 though, it would have to be the Halo series. Big time Halo guy. Factual. Ain't nothing like his first, for console guys. Firstly, it's one of those that brought that multiplayer competitiveness, and the controls, the first person controls into the mainstream. So salute to them. MLG, all that. What you know about that?
Oh, man, that's the origins of it. Yes.
Yeah, man. Like that's what it was, man. Halo killers spawn off of that. Killzone, RIP. Stuff like that.
Salute. I respect it.
But all right, so my other two more. That'd be Mass Effect. Effect.
That's right.
Yeah, Mass Effect. I gotta come back with that. And last but not least, and also RIP, man, Splinter Cell.
Oh, yo,
I don't think so, man. I think they're just playing with our emotions, but
it's RIP, man.
It's RIP?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think it's that.
Think Sam Fisher got one more run at him?
They can't keep teasing them like that and other things and not have something in the works.
They are trying to bring it back in a manner that is felt. When Metal Gear first came back, it was felt. Right. It changed the way it moved. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get to that space where they can leap. Like right now, I'm playing Resident Evil 2, right? And I'm like, oh my God. I remember playing it before, but now it dropped. It's felt, so they can springboard and get more games out and flesh games out. So I think it's about springboarding, and they have to hit right. Pause.
Nah, but salute the UFC for Splinter Cell don't get the love it deserves. Talk about it.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, so like I said, man, I tend to just do a little bit different when it comes to playing games. Like I play with my brothers, and I'll be like, know what? I'll buy a random game or something different. I'm like, what? Nah, I need you back in Halo 2. I'm like, nah, man. I mean, I'm already the king at that. Let me do something else. Nah, no joke. I was top 100 in the nation.
Ooh.
Okay. So for those who don't know, they had like the different levels. I was a 46 out of 50, and then I think that's the comment. I had the comment, and then they started cheating, man. I'm like, listen, man, I can't beat the cheaters, man. But I was a 46 in Team Slayer, top 100 in the nation.
Wow.
And Splinter Cell used to play Agent versus
yes, and that's what it was.
Mercs,
yo, Chaos Theory, baby. Spy versus Mercs. Man, that was a whole different thing. And I like to talk trash, so if I'm a spy, I gotta be meticulous.
Wasn't that the joint you could whisper in the ear?
Yes, you like to do it right before you kill him.
I'm about to tell you. So I'm over here like, all right, this guy trying to find me. I come up to him, got him in that headlock talking about. He's like, is that the Axe body spray? You smelling good? You know what I mean? They over there talking saucy, man.
Yo, how you gonna do him like that?
He said it's that Axe body spray.
The Axe body spray. Because when you get them in the head, like your mic opens, and that's when you talk bad stuff. They'll be saying stuff back to me. It could be foreign. It don't matter, bro. I'm over there saucy, baby.
Yo, that was
one. We need to bring that back.
Yes, that was one of the coolest features, man. I forgot about that.
They never should have removed that.
Yeah, that was dope.
They definitely should, man. That was the best part.
Absolutely. Salute to FC, man. Strong list. And I think you already said it, but I need you to repeat it. Your favorite console of all time.
Favorite console is the Sega Dreamcast, baby. That's my console, man. It's
why.
Tell a lot of things first.
Tell them why.
Yeah.
Oh man, Sonic Adventures when that thing hit. When it was 3D. Oh man, that was fire. For those who don't know, NFL 2K.
Yes.
NBA 2K with Moss and Iverson on it.
Oh, factual.
Yeah.
For the first time. I was like, yo, what is this?
Yes.
And then you had the controller, which the Xbox copied from. You know, the best controller copied it from somewhere. And it was the Dreamcast, and they had the VMUs.
Yes.
Right, the video memory units. So when you would play like 2K, you could see the plays from the actual VMU rather than on the screen. There ain't no screen watching. You know what I mean? So that was fire. I'm trying to think. And then one of my it didn't make my top games of all time, but one of the top RPGs that I love, Skies of Arcadia, man.
Yes.
Oh man,
Skies of Arcadia. You know they're still publishing new Dreamcast games, right? In New York, they have a store called Video Games New York that they recently got into publishing. They've done a couple of Switch games, and they've been doing for a while Dreamcast games. They have a new racing game. Wow. There's a fighting game. I'm not saying they're the greatest games ever, but they're new games for the Dreamcast.
Wow. That's what's up, man. Dreamcast definitely. I'm sorry, get FC.
I'll say they had a lot of games that came over. Oh my, how did I forget?
What's up?
Shenmue, man. Oh Lord, Shenmue 1.
Revolutionary.
Straight fire, bro. It was. That's what I'm saying. They did a lot of first. It just did something different. I'm like, I love this.
You're right.
And then for those who don't know, man, Bizarre Creations, man, Paja got them racing.
Yes. Man. Yes. Kudos.
Kudos, man. What you know about that?
Did you play the first? You played Metropolis Street Racer first?
I played that too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, and then like what people don't realize too, like Dreamcast for its time, graphically, was so crazy. I remember the Soul Calibur port was amazing. I remember games like Crazy Taxi looking phenomenal. King had that
Crazy Taxi was fire.
Like it was and like you said, the sports games. You had Moss with the NFL, the birth of the NFL, the 2K series. Right?
It was the single greatest console launch in gaming history. It had 18 games that you couldn't play anyplace else. And that's the only console that I purchased, and I purchased all 18 launch games.
Crazy. Yes.
Insane.
It was.
You know, without Shimu, I'm a huge fan of Way of the Samurai, and without Shimu, I'm pretty sure that game wouldn't exist.
We could make the argument like what's the Yakuza series, right? That they birthed that kind of
definitely.
It gave dudes the ability to dare to be different.
Yes,
because that when Shenmue was coming. First of all, we saw the graphics. We couldn't believe it.
We could not.
That was one. And then the fact that we are all children of Channel 5, right? So Karate Fix, Shaw Brothers, Run Me Shaw, Shaw Brothers
movie.
Yes. So when we able to get into that world and run around and doing mundane things like using a crane or talking to a little girl to find her cat.
Have you seen a sailor?
It's fantastic.
Have you seen a sailor? Yeah. Some random. And then the fact that to me was so revolutionary is you go into shops and they'll have an arcade in the game where you can play Outrun or Hang On and all this. I thought that was like like how is this happening? It's crazy.
Grab that super chat because he's so relevant right now.
Exactly. Yeah, Power Stone 1 and 2 for Michael Askew Jr. $2 super chat. Power Stone 1 and 2 fire. Yeah, those we're getting apparently in a leak. We're getting a Power Stone remake.
There's a little bit of a Game Pass update that just happened on Twitter.
What we got?
It says, I'll read the email real quick. It's not too long. It says, I want to start by saying great work last month. We made an announcements. I could barely keep track. EA Play coming to console, cloud computing beta, like blah, 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 and the Xbox Series X. And then here's where it is. But guess what? We're not slowing down for December. EA Play's coming to PC, and we have a ton of games slated on top of that. We've even included... You know how they like to redact stuff on the emos, which our fans won't stop mentioning. That's why I sent you that GIF with the sinister red light. That's Control.
Oh, that's funny. Is it the Ultimate Edition that I just paid for?
You ain't looking.
Shout out to Phil Dominus.
Shout out to Phil. Yo, King, we knew what time it was. Because remember when Phil slipped up
I'm playing it.
and said it early. Remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
And remember, after it didn't happen in like 2 weeks, people saying he was lying.
Yeah, they said he was lying because he knew he had the paperwork.
They came out and they were like, Remedy came out and was like, nah.
That's because he snitched. He wasn't supposed to talk that early.
I told dude, I'm not buying it. Listen, I know this is one thing that fearless leader. This is one thing he wants everything in there. Yeah. He wants it to be everything in there. So for when y'all running out and buying all these games early and just being all willy-nilly with your cash, y'all are wild.
Obviously, I do want to state that it is redacted, but literally that is the only game I could think of that people make fun of that Red Sinister like.
Okay.
And everyone in the comment section is saying Control. So
no doubt.
Control.
We gotta move on, man. That's a big one.
Virtual Tennis too. I just realized.
Virtual
Tennis. Yeah, that joint was fire.
That joint was fire.
That was 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dreamcast.
Code Veronica.
Yes.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, going all day, man. Dreamcast, man.
Yes, sir.
Except for the baseball games, they were the worst.
That wasn't even my lane. So.
Not my lane either.
Football
man.
and basketball, we was good.
Y'all were real good. Y'all was Gucci.
See, you was good on Saturn. You was good on Saturn, right?
I was good on Genesis and Saturn.
Yeah,
I remember when they switched over and Savra was like, "Oh hell no!" But then that PlayStation came out with their baseball.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Never left.
99. Remember that 99?
Yeah.
time.
All right, yeah, true. We going on
Oh yeah, that's true because it's back on Xbox.
It's back on Xbox.
We go.
So look, man, tremendous is your FC. I was lit. We gonna get into the show. I know you hanging out for it. Us rocking. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta do this poll though. The get the best style finance source off.
Best style finance with $2 super chat. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, the GOAT of all time. Yes.
Yeah.
Salute. So yeah, man, the winner of our 3-way ILP poll from last week. Let's get started with the question first. How about that? With early comparisons of third-party multiplats such as Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Dirt 5, initially performing better on the PlayStation 5 than the Series X, how concerned are you with the perceived power advantage the Series X is supposed to have? The winner of the 3-way ILP poll at a whopping 71% was not concerned. Most devs didn't receive the GDK until June of this year. Group coming in at second at 17% of the vote. Very concerned. PlayStation 5 may prove to be the easier next-gen console to develop for. Or in last place at 11% of the vote. Stop damage controlling when your TCL don't even got VRR for the Steam tearing anyway. Shout out to the Lords who participated last week's poll. Lord King, they seem to be on your side as far as the waiting on the GDKs and stuff like that.
Well, because facts is facts and truth is truth. I already told y'all how Xbox is. So,
on daddy. I forgot.
We know for a fact that this is straight brute force.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fear of dudes. Mm-hmm. They are juggling. They are overclocking. They are boosting. Mm-hmm. In no part of the Xbox resume do you hear boosting, overclocking, and juggling. Mm-hmm. So all of this is just straight off the rip. Now they say, yo, when we start to work out, you're gonna really see what we do. So it's nice that they're keeping pace, or they're doing something good in one little area, and then come a patch, and then they fall back to the wayside. So again, dudes know
I can't with you.
The beast is coming. You can hear the footsteps. Your heartbeat.
Oh, like Sasquatch feet. Oh, thundering down the concrete.
See, you know what it is? Fear. You can smell it. It's palpable. And all I see is fear on my timeline. Because it hit me with, yo, King, but it's outperforming. You don't got a TV to see it. So stop it. So stop capping.
That's factual.
So
1080i, what do you mean?
Yeah, exactly. Let's look at where they are performing and outperforming the PlayStation. Mm-hmm. That's in stuff that's tangible that you can see. So what really matters? Does if a tree falls in front of you and you see it, or the falls in the forest that you never heard? You never heard that tree over there. But when that tree falls in front of your house, you saw that. So Microsoft is doing it in your face. PlayStation is doing it in the bushes where you can never find it.
I can't. Moving on. This man is in his bag. Shout out to King, man. Yo. Anyway, so look, let's get right into it, man. We got these topics to get into, but man, Phil Dominus, man, he was out there. Huge Verge interview. Hopefully, some of you guys shout out to Wilby. Time. You know what I'm saying? So, huge interview out there with the Verge. He spoke on a lot of stuff, man. I know tribalism was in there, Game Pass model, leadership stuff, metrics. a whole lot of stuff. So I don't know how much the realm got a chance to catch or the excerpts, but I want to bring it to Lord FC, man. Just your overall thoughts of the interview, whatever, if you did catch it, and what's some of your takeaways on this?
I mean, Phil speaking the truth. I know he gets a lot of slack, but what he says, I mean, is he wrong? Not in my opinion, no. Well, when it comes to a lot of factors, I mean, I just want to hit on the stuff that I took away when he was talking about how you know, kind of like the transitioning between the how it is the old school way and then going into what it will be in the future. You know what I mean? Like that part I feel like is understated. Like we're already transitioning, and I feel like even COVID's kind of like helping moving that along when it comes to just everything. Everything is online. You know, we're shopping online, digital, everything. So the fact that he's moving, that he's already kind of pioneering that wave to get into like Game Pass in the future and getting going away from the traditional model is, you know, it's you know, it's happening. So for those who still doubt it, is wild to me.
Good point.
So like I said, man, Phil for me, and I made videos on this, that he literally saved Xbox, and there's a reason why he's in the position that he's in. Homie came from the basement to being second in you know, second in charge, man. You gotta have some something about you for that to even occur.
Absolutely.
And he's heading in the right direction for me. So I mean, salute to Phil, man. And then I can't wait for these Xbox games, because I would be able to play it on PC, King.
Listen,
that I'm going to enjoy. You know what I mean?
I'm not bothering you or shaming you over there, because he made it possible for everybody to game wherever they're comfortable, and that's mainly what he was talking about in his interview. You know, the ability to do this and still feel comfortable. You sit at your PC and you game. This is something that you're used to doing, something that you have always done. And now the ability to partake in Game Pass on your PC is a utopia for you.
Beautiful.
I've always gamed in my living room. I really very rarely gamed in my bedroom. So when Game Pass is in the living room, I'm great. I won't never hit my PC. I don't care what I got in my PC. I don't care if I got 3090s. I don't care. I won't play on it. So the ability to do so, and wherever you're comfortable at, if you're comfortable on your phone, you can do this.
Right.
So it's the ability to be flexible that I took most from this Verge. But when y'all get to certain parts, I'll chime in.
No doubt. But yeah, but I agree, FC. Definitely some good solid points there, especially what you said, you know, him charting his journey, right? From
it's crazy.
You know, like he was talking about the Bill Gates era and how he learned from Billy G, you know?
And the thing is, like, he took a little bit from everybody. You know what I mean? Like when Bill Gates was there, you know, it was his baby pet project and all of that. And then, you know, obviously the next leadership, how he took the more business approach from it. And he talked about how Ballmer, how he went overseas, got out of Redmond, and had to experience that. Like what he said, like, you know, it's easy to it's not verb like quote for quote, but it's easy to like try to understand how Microsoft is in Redmond in that bubble, but you have to understand how Xbox is to other people that's not from that area. So like in Europe and overseas, you get a better understanding. And I feel like that experiences that he's had, and with different leadership involved, every time he had a new leadership involved, you take away and learn from it. That's a smart dude, man. Like he's a silent assassin, like King be saying. Man.
Down with his talk. Yeah, you know, I agree. I definitely caught that vibe, you know, learning from you know, different eras and stuff like that. And then even from him with the I believe, you know, with game creation and stuff like that. You know, he had tremendous experience. So let's get an Attic. I don't know how much you caught of Phil Dominus's interview with The Verge, and if you did, any takeaways, sir, anything that stood out to you.
I think it was interesting that one thing is I don't like when a lot of people interview Phil right now, because I feel like they do nothing but like try to reword questions to get the Bethesda answer out of him. It's just like they ask him one thing and he like low key's like, I can't answer that. Then like 5 minutes later they've reworded that question to try to ask again.
Yeah, because they want to know, you know, the stupid answer. Did you pay $7 billion to have your games on PlayStation 5? Hell to the no, I didn't. So I know right now you guys are holding out hope beyond hope, but I'm gonna tell you, Where was that same energy for Nintendo when y'all took Final Fantasy? Where was that same energy every time y'all took a game and made it a console staple that didn't reach nobody else? Y'all didn't have that energy.
We don't even have to go that far. Sony literally just bought exclusives. Like they bought those 2 games from Bethesda. They bought Final Fantasy 16. They bought pretty much the entire Final Fantasy 7 remake franchise. Like Sony's doing this in a big way, and people just act like Microsoft.
But it's fine when they do it. You know, there's no outcry when they say Final Fantasy is over here, and it's okay. It's business. It's war, right? It's war. So when Bethesda doesn't show up, it's war. And just keep that same energy. Now you can play the little online games that we give you because we want all of your money.
Okay.
And we want you to purchase loot boxes and be in the ecosystem and have fun.
Corporate king.
But you will not partake in the next Doom. You will not partake in anything that is solely a AAA title. You will watch from afar. So when you want to join, you can. It is war.
So just out of curiosity, because obviously we have to play on both sides. What would you say to the people that say, but King, in that last interview, that Microsoft executive said it's going to play first on Xbox and play better on Xbox? What are you going to say to them individuals?
That's them online games he's talking about.
Okay.
So if you want to play Skyrim online,
it's not Skyrim,
we will have it everywhere. It would be all over the place for you. You can touch, you can partake. You will pay the $69.95 to join, where it will be in Game Pass for free. You would buy loot boxes and crates and season passes, where we will get for free. You will partake. But when you see StarCraft or whatever, Star Citizen, whatever that game is, you will not partake.
So they will be
you will watch from afar.
Okay, so that's what it means by choice. Was it choice basis? What is it? Game by choice basis.
Listen, he's doing corporate speak right now, right? And you know what he wants to do? He wants it to be a system shock when it drops, and it don't drop for you. He wants you to vote and shake.
I have to. I went back and I looked. I think I've said this in other podcasts before. Like, I looked because I remember it was a big, is Hellblade 2 going to be an exclusive? Is Hellblade 2, people to this day even say it's going to be everywhere. But if you look and you advance, search, tweet, and I don't remember any articles really, Microsoft never formally came out and said this game is going to be on anything. They didn't even... People asked, they never commented on it. Right. And then when the actual trailer shows up, obviously we know that's an exclusive. And and I get it. People say, but Addict, they didn't spend $7.5 billion on those. And, they didn't. But let's be real here. That was still billions of dollars they did to buy all those studios. It wasn't maybe 7.5, but it was at least 2. So your logic makes no sense because they've been doing this, and this is the way they've been carrying out.
This is the way.
I don't like the messy language around it, yo. They're not. If you're not going to be clear, just shut up. Because all he did was.
Well, no, they do shut up, but what it is they keep going on these interviews where
that's what I mean. Like, don't talk about it.
Trying to get any type of language about it.
No, it is like when. You and your relationship is over with your girl, right? And you keep asking her, "Are you good?" And she's like, "Yeah, honey, don't worry about it." Yeah, honey, don't worry about it. And then you found out that was broke up. You find out, oh, well, wait, what's going on? You knew it was done. So you asking for confirmation so you can move on. Move on.
So you get served with the papers? What's going
all
on?
The PlayStation dudes, move on. Either run out and buy S right now. See, this is
they got a box for them though.
Oh my god! See, it's violent.
But
this is
the
actually
what TCL users. You know what I mean?
Oh my! Don't encourage
this. This is exactly.
Can't run 120, but it's 60 at least.
It is for them. It's for them. But he said, you know what? Listen, I understand y'all guys in a predicament right now. We spent $7. You know what we did? We got the most powerful box, but you know, here, look, buy this for $300 and you can partake too. Or put Game Pass on your phone. Or if you got PC, join us. Because you will have to join us to get this stuff. So
shout out to Johnny B. He said you like an anime villain.
you know what it is? Every
World
Xbox dude had to hear Sony PlayStation Nation talking all this crap and smack. And y'all was running around willy-nilly purchasing stuff and doing things. And y'all was like, well, Microsoft got all this money. They should be doing. Now they are woke. Oh my God, why did y'all poke that bear? Now y'all getting mauled.
Oh my God.
When y'all get eaten whole. Because when it gets to my part, it's gonna.
I have some questions for your part. I have some questions for you, sir.
I'm gonna do something dirty to you.
Yeah, I got some questions for you, sir. Sure. We can finish at it. I got solved in it.
When it comes down to it, it's like, you know, what I really thought was interesting is the fact that this man Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer, Aurelius. Oh, I forgot the Aurelius.
We better King will correct you.
So the individual that was interviewing him, I can't remember his name, but he kept trying to get him to allude to, you know, consoles going to be irrelevant. Right. He kept multiple times. He tried to. He's like, look. He's like, and with right. So I mean, look at the way technology's going. You would make it seem, but Phil never even remotely gave him that slack. He's like, but you know, we're gonna have an app, and he's like, well, I don't necessarily think that. He's like, right now, I find myself buying more hardware for audio, buying better TVs to play hardware. He's like, and he was alluding. He's like, look, I don't think the console is going to go anywhere. It's just you're going to always have that hardware to complement everything else in your room. It's like, you know, a lot of people have with, you know, digital media. People prefer physical media because you can get a better quality experience with the Blu-ray and the 4K Ultra Blu-rays in your, you know, your actual hardware. You get a better fidelity regardless, just because you have that disc in general.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting that, you know, because normally
also,
they've been a little
when that thing that happened to Sovereign happens, and if he had a disc, PlayStation, and you know he had his disc, he would be able to throw it in. But now he has to show Sony that, you know, hey, I did own these games.
And then Christopher Hart said something about restoring your licenses. I did that, and it was not there.
Wow.
And it was.
They just stole money from him.
They literally stole 2 games from me. Like,
they put on
you know what's
black
crazy?
Air Force Ones, went inside his PlayStation 5, and they pocket. And listen, if y'all trying to figure out how they subsidizing the GPUs and all that big heat sink, by stealing your games one by one.
I'm done. I'm telling you. You're ridiculous.
You're gonna rebuy them joints with a smile on your face.
You go ahead, yes, sir.
You know what they're gonna do? Saul's gonna hit them like, well, sir, in our records it says you never bought it, and they're gonna be like smiling on the other side of the phone. But what we'll do is we'll give you 10% of 10% off your next game.
Wow, yeah.
It's a repurchase.
Yeah. That part is a little wild. I mean, it just goes to show you that, again, when you hear terms like smart delivery, a lot of stuff is just not corporate speak. A lot of stuff is just not buzzwords. Because again, I had no issue, with the ecosystem as far as saving on Xbox and moving around from platform to platform. Everything went to the cloud and then came down to the system.
Yeah,
and wherever I went, and it works.
It's ridiculous how that whole thing's handled. And I was talking to Cognito, and I was like, look, I get it. I personally do not agree with Sony hiding the cloud saves behind a subscription service. But I guess people don't want to ever talk about that. Like they're literally holding you rants and be like, we ain't gonna let you into the vault until you give us money at the door. And it's just like, how how many people just assume things work the way it should in 2020, that they could just buy the next consoles and it's going to come with them. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to play Persona 5 again. I'll have to start that game over for the 3rd time. I'm looking and I'm sitting here looking at it like, I don't even know if it's worth it.
I'm looking at my Ghost of Tsushima Platinum and all the stuff I do, and I can't do New Game Plus right now. I'm tight.
Like
I thought my face was coming.
They should. And I didn't see them being vocal about that. I didn't see them making tweets. I didn't see them making a YouTube video. Like, one thing I'll give Microsoft don't have to do this because their stuff's naturally. But if Microsoft did have to do something like this, they would have been a YouTube video or something that's showing you the process at least.
Right.
Wait. You said naturally. Microsoft been cutting their teeth for years, building to this moment. Where the other dudes just took it for granted that their fan base will accept every and anything that they do. That double download process is stupid. And it was stupid in the PlayStation. That's why I didn't game over there, because why should I have to download and then I have to install it?
Then copy.
Copy. That's what I thought. I mean, I thought it's a service I paid for. Again, yes, is it my fault for not doing due diligence and looking into the research and the extra steps? Yes. But like King is saying, like, why your competitor and everyone else is doing this, so why is it not an automated thing?
So when you do talk about it, they don't say the part about manually uploading the save. They don't say anything about that. They just say, "Oh, you have them available to you now."
Right.
That's all.
So Christopher Hart said, all my games were preserved, but not everybody restores licenses on consoles as much as I do. Just think about that sentence, Christopher Hart. You have to click another option in your settings to get licensing back.
Shout out to Harte, man. He gonna defend anything, man. If he got to go run a marathon for Sony, he'll do it.
I love that.
If he had to go get cheesecake in Brooklyn, he would do it for Sony, man.
Shout out to Christopher Hart. He's like his Forte brother, Harte.
He said it the first time, and I was like, what? And then when he said it again, I was like, oh, he got him.
Yeah, he got it. He knew about him. He knew about him.
It's like Christopher Harte.
I'm
going to start calling him Harte as well. Your name is Harte from now on.
Yeah, let's get us off, man, because a lot of points Phil made. And another thing I want to comment, I want to get your opinion on is the tribalism part, and how he felt very strongly about this. You know what I mean? So just overall, what's your takes on the Phil interview? So,
let me get these super chats
first.
King Spitting Fire from Squirrely Dan, $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. Then we have Restored Hades with the $5 super chat. I think Microsoft means by play first on Xbox is better on Xbox. I believe they're talking about games coming out first on Xbox and later to PC. I don't see them not dropping games day and date on PC as well. I don't see that. Because you want that zeitgeist, right? You want everybody to be on, as many people on as possible.
Right.
So what did I feel about generally? A lot of things you guys mentioned were very interesting to me when he talked about the succession of leadership at Microsoft and how he saw different things in each of them. If you look at Phil is a very observant type of person. He is very, when you compare him to the other heads of Xbox, he's the quiet one that's sort of in the cut. He observes, he takes notes, and he reacts. And then I think over the years that has formulated his sort of management style where he is very, like, I imagine behind closed doors that Phil is very to the point, look, we got to get this done. But he knows how to play the business side of it, and he knows how to play the side where you're talking to the consumer, right? And in addition to him being a gamer, that gives him a certain level of clout with the people purchasing their product that you don't get from a Jim Ryan or something, a suit per se, right?
He's Obama-like.
He's very much, I'm in this with you guys, right? And that comes across. So I think the fact that he saw the way that Bill Gates was, where Bill is very much, Bill's starting this business, but at the same time, he's very much a tech guy, and he cares very much about the product and how it functions, right? So you see that aspect. Then you see Ballmer, who is a marketing guy. He's a business guy. He's like sell. Right? You get that sort of schooling. And then when you have Satya, who is again the middle ground guy, that he is the guy who is the tech guy, but he also understands the business of it. And he also has vision about where Microsoft needs to go in the future. It's sort of, to me, formulated who Phil is as a manager, as a leader. So that's very interesting. And when you talk about the tribalism, the fact, you've seen the arguments, like it's very easy for him to say that he doesn't like it when they're not winning, right? It's very easy to say that, right? But at the same time, like, dude, we're here and we talk about this every week. To me, it's funny when you're a young kid arguing about this stuff and you're in the lunchroom and you're like, this is better, this, that. That's cool. I get that. Because that shows passion for the product. Bro, I'm 45 years old. I'm not about having that argument with anybody. Like, I don't, it doesn't make any sense to me to have that argument with anybody. If you were my age, and I understand people, the ability that people have to purchase things or whatever is different. I get that. But at the same time, I don't see you coming on to a platform talking ill of some other machine that you don't play or you have no interest in, but you're speaking on it like you have this knowledge of it. Don't do that. Like, don't do that. And at the end of the day, I take issue with the gamers that are super selfish and don't understand that it is their job, especially in a world where we have such access to social media and everybody's opinion is out there and everybody's opinion has a platform. Like, you have to be you have to be cognizant of what the things you say and do to the thing that you love. And then we have to be cognizant of that. And if you tearing down the other man, you don't want, trust me, nobody wants to see Nintendo go anywhere. Nobody wants to see Xbox go anywhere. You don't want that scenario to happen.
It's funny you brought that up because I gotta put my brother King David on trial here. We gotta have Iron Lord's court because Phil Dominus said some very powerful statement that is contradictory to what things I've heard from the King. So you are on the bench, sir. You are on the bench, so we're gonna have a cross-examination. Our fearless leader, Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius, as you redeem.
Hold on, let me oil my beard.
I gotta hold on.
Yes.
Cognito, you got to click his picture on the Google Hangouts. We got to see this.
Yes, I need to see this. I need to see this.
Hold on. Let me oil my beard.
Because you, my brother, you were the first person I thought about this tribalism statement, and he made some powerful comments, King. And you know, in the past, King, you have been known to say that you do not care if Sony goes into the bushes, if they are away, if you want them assimilated, you want all their games. These are things that the King has said. So according to Phil, he does not want that. He said he does not need the competitor to die. And he said Sony is a partner of him. So King, I give the floor to you. How do you respond to said leadership from Phil Dominus? Continue, sir.
You got to say his whole name.
Phil Dominus Maximus now Aurelius.
Yeah. Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer, sir.
Yes.
Fearless leader is like you're saying Fiera. Fearless leader is always true in his words. But I say this to say, first grab that super chat real quick.
Yes, we got Michael excuse $2. Pause. My client is requesting the continuation.
No, he's on the stand now. He's on the stand.
Okay.
I object.
We got Slow-mo. If I lost my progress in 13 Sentinels, I would have been hot. Good to see ILP brought the homie FC on. I see this forced him to finally get a haircut.
Oh my God!
Wow. Listen, I had the best afro on YouTube. You know what I mean? That COVID fro.
Let's go.
Good, we're good.
All right, kid. So,
what say you?
You know what I tell my children when they go to school? Don't fight.
Right.
Don't fight. Right. But if you do, I want to pick up the winner. That means don't lose. Don't lose the fight. See, what Phil is telling you is,
King is about to do the greatest fucking war I've ever heard.
How's he getting out of this one?
What Phil is telling you is that, the toxic nature of tribalism is something that repulses him.
Yes.
When he sees an individual that would say, well, I will never purchase an Xbox because I don't like the controller or whatever the hell, for whatever reason. Now, I don't subscribe to tribalism, but I subscribe to the word. And this is the word.
What's the word?
In everything you pick a side.
Okay.
We've been trained that way as a child. There's always been red or blue. Republican or Democrat or, rice and beans or French fries or whatever. It's always been a choice.
Right.
So when you went into the store and I will question this with him, right? He gave you so many options that he takes away a lot of those choices when you walk into the store. But I can guarantee you, when you walk in the store, you only have $500. He wants you to walk out with an Xbox. He doesn't want you to walk out with a PlayStation 5.
Right.
So you said that I've always called for Sony demise.
Yes, I have the quote here.
I want them.
Cognito has come to prepare for this.
Listen.
I don't care if they die, something like that.
I want
May
them.
8, 2018.
Yes.
I want them to perish.
Yes, you said this.
I want them to perish.
Okay.
I want them to be exactly what they rebranded themselves as, Sony PlayStation Studio.
But I have to interject, Lord King. Phil Dominant says
Phil will love to have The Last of Us on Xbox.
Okay, but his exact
Phil will
words,
love to have Ghost of Tsushima produced by Sony on Xbox.
His exact
Phil will
words.
love to have every game that the PlayStation God of War produced by Sony running on an Xbox.
All right, but this
See,
is
well,
what
he's not going to promote
But he said something else.
the fight.
He ain't like he don't want you to talk.
Okay, I'm gonna let him finish. I'm gonna let him finish.
No, listen. He's not going to promote the fight.
Okay.
He's not going to promote, I want you to, no. But if they so happen to trip and bump their head, he ain't going to reach down to pick them up.
Okay. So according to Young Life, he's putting on a face then.
This is pure corporate speak. This is pure corporate speak. But at the same time, he says ready to bayonet.
Okay. So that's how I have to interpret this. Is what you're saying.
I can say this. You know why I can say this?
Yes.
We've seen a lot of individuals in different lights, right? Right now, he's really in control of the ship.
Right. Fact.
He's not running Xbox One that was made by somebody else, that was brought to the system by somebody. This is his launch.
Yes.
This is him. This is the realest feel that you're gonna get.
Right.
He has his boxes, and he made sure that he put his imprint in that way. So it's going to be copied from here on out. Other people will give you a powerful box and a less powerful box. Game Pass, his imprint.
Right. Series X.
He's making his imprint. So at the same time, he doesn't want to be tripped up by stupid stuff like tribalism. And I really understand it and get it. But that is to slowly bring you in close. Oh, you don't want tribalism? You want... And he also told you it ain't a kumbaya thing either.
Right. He did say that.
He told... So... I'm not trying to hug you, brother. What that mean? If your enemy tells you, I don't want to talk bad of you, but I ain't trying to hug you.
Can I say something real quick, King? I think King's completely 100% right. I think Phil mainly means when he's making these statements that he's like, look, he's like, I think we can all succeed, but he's not talking about like giving Sony handouts or anything like that. He's like, look, like I want everyone to succeed. I want everyone to do good. But he said that plain in that interview. He's like, it's not a kumbaya thing. He's like, I do want us to do good too. Like,
here's this exact quote that no one's letting me finish. He said, as I've said before, this is not a 2 may enter, 1 may leave scenario. Could you imagine if you were the director of a movie and you wanted another movie to be bad so that people would, maybe directors do whatever? Then he goes on to say, he says, look, we're at the businesses, we're trying to be the business we aspire to be. He said, I can't target Microsoft and say, hey, the board of Microsoft, our enemy is the Sony company. We should go take them out. It's not even in our vocabulary to talk about Sony that way. They're a partner of ours, frankly, in a lot of different places. This is why he looks at it.
Can I inject?
Okay, yes, let me get FC, then we get right back to you.
Yeah, so I mean, King, salute to him, man. He knows how to, duck out or punches. But like for me though, what I understand what Phil is saying, like, yeah, you're right. He's a partner, but I see it kind of like if you look at the, I'm not saying we do that, but like the drug game, right? Yeah. Like you see a map of the territory. Right. Xbox wants the whole map and give a little bit of it to Sony. Like, yeah, they're paying us Like, you know what I mean? That Deathloop time exclusive.
So you doing boss talk. You doing boss talk.
Yeah,
now.
that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, I don't want them to fail because that means my revenue's gonna go down.
Okay, I see. Okay, so this is what this is.
I want them to help me.
Okay.
Like pay me. Let's help each other out. But the whole time, I'm gonna buy the whole damn publisher.
Like if you listen to what King said, King doesn't want them to have a box anymore.
Right.
King wants their games.
Thank you.
Don't want them to have.
But Microsoft don't do that though. Microsoft wants them to keep the box.
No.
My thing in it.
They pay for Verge servers.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You understand? There's a revenue check that comes in every month.
Mm-hmm.
He just want them to be on the server.
My
server.
My thing is the reason that a lot of people want to have like this narrative that like Microsoft that they don't try to compete with Sony, all from that one comment that PhilSpencer made about he doesn't, which he wasn't even talking about consoles, he's talking about cloud computing, but we won't go into that. It's like if it was truly they don't see them as a competition, that they're just trying to make money, Hellblade 2 would be on PlayStation. Right. All these every game would be on PlayStation, but that's not the case.
I say this right.
They bought those studios, and all those games. Besides the Bethesda games, we don't have 100% clarification on that.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we still don't have 100% clarification. Look, at the end of the day, the games that they did buy, the games that we do know,
right,
they're not on PlayStation.
Right. No, I feel
and it's just like not everyone got to be. Like my problem with the community is people want that like Wendy's social media thing. Like they want Wendy's. Wendy's is well known for they smash talking on Twitter. Like they always be doing it. And it's just like PhilSpencer's just pretty much saying, "Yo, we can both prosper without me wishing the other person that." Like,
it's like the tenant to landlord relationship.
What? That's exactly.
You got a nice crib. But Microsoft's the landlord. That's all it is.
Okay, this is boss talk. I see what y'all doing. Yeah.
Listen. It boils down to where was all this energy when Microsoft was at death's door? When you guys were sitting out here running around talking about, they done. That's it. This their last buy. They're about to die. That's it. They ain't gonna go forward. Then Phil stepped up and said, "Hold on, wait a second. Hold my beer. Hold my beer. Let me show you what we do." When they only had 3 studios,
factual,
and Sony was out here killing it with their first parties and stuff like that. Phil said, "Hold my beer. Hold on 1 second. I've been here since day one. I've started down here.
Factual. So
I'm working my way up." You think he's working his way up to what? Play second fiddle to who? He's not working his way up to play second fiddle. This is his time.
I feel it.
Now.
I feel that.
So you guys sitting here wanting this kumbaya, you wanting him to stop. He ain't gonna stop till he break your neck. So all you guys are sitting here.
Round assassin, baby.
Keep in mind, what's funny is people used to say, I want Microsoft to not act kumbaya too. Like,
it's time now. This is it. This is the beginning of the end.
Right.
So when I tell you guys, I want Sony finished. I want them done. I want that box to show up. I don't want no dual switch, no triple switch controller. I want your controllers gone. I want that big goofy box gone. But I want your games. I want all of your games.
You want Microsoft to buy, SCI.
No. I want Sony to operate like Sega. This is for the depth of Sega.
This is for Sega. This is for the homies.
Let me tell you something. I never forget.
Payback.
This is payback.
We're talking about payback.
Yes. You dudes killed off Sega. And it wasn't no tears in the street.
It wasn't no tears. This is for Sega.
So now, when y'all on the
brink of death, and
y'all fighting a formidable foe, you're fighting a dude that's cash flush. I don't care for your tears. I just want your games. So I don't care if that box ever shows up again. But I want Last of Us 3 on the Xbox. I want Ghost of Tsushima 2 on the Xbox. I want God of War on the Xbox. And I want you guys to have to pick up that controller and bend the damn knee. Like I had to bend the knee when Sony killed Sega. So right now, I picked the real winner, a juggernaut. And Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer is going to make this happen. And let me tell you something. This is and you guys better listen to what I'm telling you. Everything I told you came to pass. Everything I told you. This generation, PlayStation will not win this generation.
Oh, that's strong now.
And I'm telling you, and it all started with those same questions y'all have in your heart.
So just to clarify,
game's gonna be over here with us.
just to clarify, IOP does not have these thoughts.
Yes, for the record, because what will happen is King makes these statements, and then all the rest of the IOP lords will get attributed to this. These are the thoughts of King. Please be clear.
That's that tribalism at work.
Exactly.
You know what we need? We need a thoughts of King emoji.
Yeah, we need a thoughts of King. Like, this is clearly King. We need a corporate King, and we need a thoughts of King. Facts.
You talking about a disclaimer?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So when they killed off Sega.
Listen, I think Stega's with you. He said, "Yo, you know what? You may be on to something," because he used to love Sega. He ain't like how it went down. I feel. Listen,
I didn't, man.
I feel like
they're a publisher now, right? They still alive, right?
I mean, listen, I agree with that to a certain extent as well. But at the same time, Sega did kind of do Sega in. Like Sega did.
Sony's doing themselves in right now, giving them a big box that's overheat. What's up with all that big heat sink and all the stuff? Didn't they have liquid cooling? What's going on?
We gonna get to that topic.
They doing it to themselves too. They done tripped up and keep on, baby. Keep on. That's all I'm saying. You gonna trip up so much, you gonna fall out the game.
Before we carry on, here in about 30 minutes, I'm gonna be asking that question, and it's gonna be IOP related. So these members are gonna have to know guests that we've had in the past.
Shout out to the 429 in chat. Yo, hit that like button, man. A lot of fun today.
Share this out.
Share this out, man. Look, I'll make it quick. You guys hit all the major points. You know what I'm saying? And look, you know, at the end of the day, I do think Phil is alluding to certain behaviors that have happened here on this podcast on occasion. But for the most part, you know, I just think he's talking about not you know, basically having to need that to happen. As far as, like you said, big boss talk, partnership, you know, looking at these relationships, you know what I'm saying? And
we might joke around, but I honestly and truly don't think Phil was talking about any of like our personas on this podcast. Like, I think he's talking about the hardcore people, the people that are always in podcasts talking smack. That's what he's talking
sending threats to like
And as much as I'm teasing King. King is not on that type of time. I'm talking about you.
He's like I am.
He said, "What? He's I am." No, listen. Listen what I'm about to say. This is how I take from it. When I listen to Phil talk about the tribalism in that sense, I look at it as him saying, like, the people who are going online, like, King never goes online to provoke and initiate at somebody and personal attacks and all that. People come to his line and then King defends himself. But as far as in general, I think that's where people take it a little too far. Like, once you're going into a personal attack zone and you're mad at someone else's enjoyment of the opposite platform,
that's what he's talking about.
That's what is left. Yeah. Like, you're on some, because now not only are you not just happy with what you have to go out your way to disrespect someone for their other enjoyment. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm glad that you brought that part up for a second. Sorry to cut you.
No, go get it.
I'm glad that you brought that up, because on my timeline, if you look at my stuff, I don't at anyone.
Anybody. Facts.
It's not. I don't.
I do.
I don't need to at people. I don't do it. If I put out something, it's just whatever. Right. It's my thoughts for the second. And then I get a ton of other side or PlayStation side or whatever you want to call it. I get a ton of them on an Xbox guy's timeline. My question is, why are you here? Why do I reach your radar? Right. If you never have any intentions of purchasing the box, partaking inside Game Pass or whatever, and you have so much games and you're having so much fun, why is my little bit of words hurting you in a manner?
Exactly.
And this is back to that toxicity that he's talking about with tribalism. I never.
You never ask
listen.
Never.
I never check for you dudes.
Factual.
I don't go on your page. I don't care what post you make.
Factual.
I don't care about anything that you do.
Your line. And that's the thing. When someone is initiating drama, again, when we look at the Digital Foundry stuff and people jumping on this guy's line and be mad because the side by side ain't go their way, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. Y'all know I play Destiny. Y'all know I get clowned. Oh, you still playing that game 6 years? Yeah. I do not care. Trash. Exactly. I've hit FCB on me. He be like, yo, you still playing that shit? And I'll be like, yup. Hold on. I'll be like, yup, and nothing's stopping my enjoyment. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy about the whole Destiny thing, Cognito? Is like, we will go at each other over Destiny all the time, like constantly. Me and Cognito had an argument. Well, it wasn't an argument. It was a disagreement of Osiris like 3 or 4 days ago. It's like, why do you think that people that don't play Destiny, we care about what you have to think about Destiny?
If you're comfortable in your own skin and your own purchase, no man is going to move you off your square so that you're emotional. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem with these dudes. It's this, not to me what Phil's talking about. When these dudes take it to this next level where they got to attack somebody just because they like something else. Like, that's crazy. That's like, I don't come from that. And the thing, last point I want to say, and I said this on Games on Daily, like, King, we from that era. FC, we from that era where it's like, yo, it wasn't cool to be a gamer back in the day. Like, you was clowned to be a gamer. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at dudes beefing each other over games, y'all look crazy to me. Because at the end of the day, this is the unifier. This is what brings us together. You know what I'm saying? Now I remember that era when it wasn't cool. Now, like, you got mad old people playing, everybody's playing. Celebrities playing. Like, it was not, you'd be embarrassed to go to the Funko, the GameStop.
Do you remember, like, when you have a partner come over to your house and you know, they doing whatever, like, let's say they cooking in the kitchen or whatever, and you pick up a controller and you playing your game, like, you play games?
Yep.
Like you're a child or something. Like,
when I was growing up, there was always two things that I wasn't embarrassed by, but it always took more explanation when it comes to the opposite sex. It was video games and playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Like,
I was on that too. Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
And what's funny is people would be like, I'll never forget. I was talking to this chick and she's like, and I was like, yeah, I play Yu-Gi-Oh. She's like, oh, my little brother used to play that. I was like, yeah, your brother probably sucked. That's why he stopped playing. I did.
What do y'all know about your mom? You know what I mean? Talking about you know, you keep playing that Nintendo, playing an Xbox. Everything Nintendo. That's how it is. Like,
you know what it is.
Nintendo.
No, you know what it is. When my mother would say that you're wasting all this money on this, and then nothing. You're sitting there, you're rotting your brain, and I send her the podcast,
bro,
and also the comic books. Oh, you sitting there reading all these comic books and all this, and I send her KOS.
Facts.
And you know what she said to me?
What she said?
I should have supported you more.
Bro, let me same thing. Let me bring it back. You already know Mama Cog.
Yeah.
Right? 14, 12 dudes, the whole block, everybody's project come through Cog House. Right? Yeah. Y'all making I don't see why y'all playing them games. What's the point? Y'all can't do anything, right? Soon as now, time going on, you know, obviously people have moved and stuff. I showed her the podcast. I remember Sov. I remember. Yeah, they used to come through. I remember King. Okay. Oh, look at. You see the difference? It's the progression to what it's become, and now it's an appreciation. You know what I'm saying? And then she see we give it up like, yo, Mama Cog, yo, I know we was wild back in the day, but you know what I'm saying? You kept me off the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like it was. I seen the tear in her eye. Like, she was like, I should have supported you more because you was doing something to keep everybody off the block. And nothing can take. That's why I say, when I look at this clown garbage that's on Twitter with dudes fighting each other, real beefing over a game, it's crazy to me.
You know,
that's where we come from.
One thing that I have to really appreciate, and you know, I don't like a lot of the mainstream games like the Minecraft. I don't mind Minecraft. I wouldn't use that, like the Fortnites, the Call of Duties. Like, as much as these games have never really resonated with me, these games is the reason why gaming is popular now. Like, without these games, we wouldn't be where we are now.
Bro.
We wouldn't have people like famous rappers playing Fortnite.
Exactly. And that's the thing about Phil and his message and about where he sees the future of gaming going. That's very interesting to me, because Phil, they come out and they say outright, look, we really want to reach these whatever 4 billion gamers, right? And it's not hyperbole, because the thing is, you've already seen gaming elevated to a certain point. You don't want to see it go back to being this niche thing. It's bigger than movies now. So exactly, you want more people to do it. So I like that approach where they're being very direct about what they're trying to do to promote gaming and to put gaming in more people's hands. Whereas Sony, I feel, is doing the same thing, but is playing on them being like the hardcore gamers console, where they're not changing the status quo, and we know what real gamers want. They're playing on that in a way that I feel, in the moment, when you look at it moment to moment, you're like, yeah, they're still doing things the old way. At the same time, when you hear Jim Ryan talking about, yeah, we have some plans for PS now. We have
making some adjustments, some pivots.
They're being very disingenuous about the fact that they're following what Microsoft is doing.
Yeah, they're just doing it at a slower rate, even the whole generation stuck. The whole generation stuck.
You said Pinocchio?
Yeah, at a slower rate, man. If there was a hardcore console, they wouldn't have games cross-gen. You know what I mean? It's a slower rate, bro.
And exactly, and it's all everything. The tea leaves are there, right? It's just that, to me, it bothers me when they're not genuine about it, right? When he comes out and he says like, "Oh, I'm really surprised that people are mad that Miles Morales is on PS4." What?
Yeah, after what you said, like, come on now, we're not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing it. But look, let me wrap this up, because we got to move on. But look, powerful topic. Definitely wanted to get our bars off. Love what everybody had to say. Let's get this super chat, so then we're gonna move on. Let's get that song.
Okay, we have. Hold on, we got. One Bad Mother with the $5 super chat. Community needs to continue to knock out tribalism like it's Nate Robinson. Thank you.
Yeah, killing Nate.
Poor Nate.
Yo, the Nate memes is lit on Twitter.
Nate memes is lit, man.
Yes.
But he looked like Pat got knocked out.
Yeah.
So,
Homie brought the planking back.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yo, thank you, IOP, for setting the example by celebrating people and creativity. Thank you, sir.
You already know.
Smitty Smith with the $5 super chat. Phil ain't playing second fiddle. He is the whole damn orchestra, the Book of X. Then we have Jonathan B with the $5 super chat. King is really Thanos. This is the equivalent of saying half of the universe has to be wiped out.
It's inevitable. It's for balance.
I am inevitable.
Inevitability.
So we have Michael, aka Best Sides Finest, with the $5 super chat. Dan Peter Moore said he jumped into the console fight because the Dreamcast was gone. So pretty much Xbox is the true successor from Dreamcast. Yeah, we've always felt that.
Way.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, baby.
Yeah, it's facts. That's what got me over there too.
Then we got 108 Dragons with the $5 super chat, who just became the biggest video game company in the world with less consoles sold. Yeah, again, the metrics for measuring that stuff, it's different now. It just totally is. Then we have Dan the Man Cunningham with the $5.
I love that name, man. Dan the Man Cunningham, man.
What's up?
How does Sega extract revenge from Sony? By selling to Microsoft. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That's boss talk. I already know what y'all are.
Then the Wise Old Gamer with the $2 super chat. Did we have the tribalism discussion yet? Yeah,
yes, we did.
108 Dragons TV with the $2 super chat. They're on Twitter beefing with Rabbit.
Factual. They would even see them TVs and these modes. But look, man, we gotta move on, man. So look, we got that time. This is King's topic. I believe little GPU situation. I believe that King wanted to talk about.
So before we get into this messiness, because this topic's about to be messy. Let's just go ahead and do this members giveaway.
Go for it.
All right, so this is the question, and I even thought about this question. All right, in 2018, we had an E3 prediction show. There was one Lord that was mad late for the Microsoft conference. Who was it? For the Microsoft prediction show, there was one Lord that was late to the podcast. Who was it? The first member to say it, you gotta have that green or that little icon, man. You gotta have it. I will hit you up on Twitter.
All right, so
Nope.
No, he said nope.
No, it's not a Lord. It's like a Lord as in a guest. Got it. The man who got them awards.
Okay, all right.
Hit me up on Twitter, man. Hit me up on Twitter.
Who got it?
Who got it?
Answer was dealer.
Yes, Dealer Gaming. Shout out to Dealer for being late.
Yep.
I see. When I thought about doing these, I want to reward people that's been with us for a while. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly. We got to do it, man.
And they say CP time.
Don't you love how half the chat said Saul?
Yeah, for real. Like Saul is ever late.
I'm always late. Like something
Like you always late. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, like Saul.
But the man who got them horns hit me up on Twitter. You got to prove to me that you the same account, and then we'll get you your code.
So let's get to these super chats.
Yeah, we got a Game Over Brian with the $5 super chat. Can we stop tribalism? And King finally acknowledged that TCL is a great TV.
Yeah, King.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. It's a great TV if you need an S. It's a great TV if you have a PlayStation 5. It's a great TV if you have a PlayStation 4. It's a great TV if you don't want much from your TV. That's it. And I have no problem with individuals that love TCL. It's called TCL because it's the cheap life.
Oh, I'm done.
And that's where you at with it. So if you like to pick your TVs up off the floor and walk and put them in your car, that's for you. Like you like to pick your TV up, you walk in the store, your TV on the floor when you walk in, and you pick it up and put it in the cart, and you go out. That's how you want to do. God bless you. Have a good day. Me personally, they bring my TVs from the back or they ship it to me.
At the end of the day, man, King, ever since I got this Samsung, I don't know what a TCL is. I don't.
Exactly.
Oh, look at you. Look how you level up.
What are we talking about?
Look at it. He got bougie real quick.
Yo, let's think about it this way. If you walked inside a restaurant and your meal was on the floor and you had to pick it up and go, would you eat that meal? No, you won't.
Oh my God, dude. We gonna get a cease and desist.
TCL, hit us up with that sponsorship.
Bro, we gonna get a cease and desist. It's gonna be a cease and desist or a sponsor. And the funny thing is, if the Lord's got to sponsor TCL after all of this, moving along.
I honestly feel like if TCL hit us up and we wanting to sponsor us, King's like, you're gonna have to get that product up before you show up on our
No, they will have to give me the mini LED and they will have to give me an 8K television where every slide has to be HDMI 2.1, and they will have to show me. They will have to have a technician
come in and show like King. We are out here.
Let me point out TCL. I ain't that expensive, man.
He's not. He would like you to pick his TV up off the floor and put it in the car.
That's fine, man. If I'm not picking it up, that's okay. Let's go.
Yeah, so get the super chat, sir.
Hold on, I switched off for a second. We have the Wise Old Gamer with the $5 super chat. Gaming is the reason why I'm alive. Coming home and playing games with my boys on next-gen consoles was what kept me focused. Absolutely, man. It's so glad to see you home. I see that that your wife made you hide the consoles behind the TV. She was not feeling the monoliths that they were.
Salute to him, man. Good to see him. He's fighting his fight. Came back good. That's what's up, man. But look, we gotta move on. Yeah, man. So look, shout out to Brad Sams and Dorat. You know what I'm saying? .com. So yeah, he's kind of first to bring it to my attention for King's topic. I'll set it up for him. You know, so it looks obviously with both of these consoles, there has been some issues, you know, on both sides initially. And I know one they said on Microsoft with the fake vape smoke, remember that? And then the clicking DVD drive where the disc is in. But it looks like there has been some issues that are starting to get reported with the PlayStation 5, and looks in reference to possibly to the GPU and artifacting. So there's been some examples, and it looks pretty. I don't know if you saw it, so it looked pretty spooky. But,
it looks like if you've ever played Assassin's Creed, you know the part where it used to load, because we don't get loads anymore. Where it used to load and you're waiting in the Animus, and you have the glass flying all over.
Yes,
that's the glitchy segments.
Yes. So according to Brad, like a sizable number of users on Twitter and Reddit are reporting GPU artifacts plaguing their consoles. While this does not appear to be super widespread yet, it is more than just a handful, and they're saying that they don't know if it's the GPU as far as being defective or it's just a bad yield of the chip overheating or damaging during shipment. So this has come to attention. So King wanted to talk about this. So King, this is your topic, sir. Set it off, man.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Lord King David here.
With a public service
announcement.
And I'm here to bring your attention to some things that have been going on in our community.
What?
Now, I told you guys earlier.
What's going on, King?
I told you guys earlier when Mark Cerny told you that the CPU will lower itself so the GPU can rise in taxing areas. And when less taxing areas, the GPU will lower and the CPU will rise to give you the fidelity that you need. Please send me your ears.
I can't with you.
He wants you to send you his ears so you can't hear the BS that's coming out of his mouth.
Oh my God.
All right. Let me tell you, when I heard that, nobody on this planet will buy a PC that lowers itself and raises itself during taxing times. I said that's
so
a
what
recipe.
you're saying, King, is it was an unstable box.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna get to that part right there.
That's the TSL GPU and CPU combo.
Come on, that's
in the front of the Micro Center. You know what I mean? Like in the windows.
Oh my God.
Nah, I'm
It
good.
just sounds disgusting when he says
Exactly. Nah.
PlayStation 5 near you, man. It's gonna come with a big box and a fire extinguisher.
Yeah,
Those are those GPUs and CPUs that got open box. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a recipe for disaster. You're asking for something to happen in an unstable juggling box. It has to juggle.
Yes.
So when I told y'all this before, I said I was capping. Then when we saw that the information came out that they was having terrible yield rates, y'all said I was capping. Y'all said Bloomberg was capping. Y'all said everybody's capping.
Everybody's capping.
The facts. Now, damn near every person that I know that has a PlayStation, and a lot of you guys that's on my timeline that aren't speaking up because y'all like, oops, I'm not giving him no ammo, have experienced something in some form or fashion with the PlayStation. There's a reason why the heat sink is the size of my monitor. There's a reason why they got a giant fan in there the size of an oscillating fan in your room. There's a reason why they decided to use liquid coolant. There's a reason why for all of that stuff. And everybody would say, but King, Xbox having problems too. Xbox is a stable box. So whatever you're seeing that's happening right now is probably some anomalies and some things, and you will have fault. You will have fault.
It's like lightning strikes twice in the same spot right now.
Well, it's not because it's not in that same manner. Because I have the same amount of friends that I have that have an X, no issues.
I'm here to Call of Duty, sir. I'm here to Call of Duty.
It's the Call of Duty thing that's bricking PlayStation and Xbox.
I will say that in terms of, just Twitter presence that I've noticed personally, that there seems to be a lot more issues on the PlayStation side. But I can't look, my brother, he's got an Xbox Series X, and he be playing a bunch of games and it just shuts off randomly for no reason. He was playing Halo Wars 2, 30 minutes into a game, and Xbox just restarts.
Continue, King.
Well, I told you guys this will happen. And it's not something that I'm taking joy in at all. Because I have a PlayStation. And I told you what happened to me. So all I'm talking about is should they do this? Because I heard this recommended before. Downclock it back to its original GPU specs of 9.6 teraflops. That it really is a 9.2 or 9.6 teraflop machine. Instead of trying to boost it, trying to catch up to God. Don't try to catch up to God. Leave God up there. Let the 12 teraflops fly up there, and you do what you do best. Stay in a TCL lane. Know what you do. Don't overclock the box, because these GPU issues will linger this whole generation until they get a pro box. And this is how Sony trips up, bumps their head on the wall, and wake up in Segaville.
Just to be clear, your feeling here is because of this overclocking. This is what's causing this. They're trying to do too much, and this is the source of the problems. And
Can you? Okay. Turbo lasts in your car for a couple of seconds, right? Because they know if you keep holding on that turbo button, your car will blow up. So they got turbo turned on all day. So at some point in time, your PlayStation gonna blow up.
Oh my God.
It's like, yo, you know what I acknowledge it to? Every PlayStation has a little Star Trek Enterprise inside.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone has a Captain Kirk that says, we're going to warp speed 8. Mr. Sulu, let's go. I'm giving her all she got, Captain. I don't think she can think anymore. And then boom. Artifacts.
Artifacts.
And when your PlayStation start doing this, your DualSense controller can't save you.
I can't.
It's the PlayStation doing the Nate Robinson.
I can't. Boom. FC,
Artifacts.
please. Can we get some levity here as far as your thought process on this situation? FC.
Oh, you talking about me? Yeah, man. I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I can't really speak on it. But it's.
But I'm looking for it.
You're right. I am looking for. I'm looking for it, and I hope knock on wood that it won't happen to me. I don't know if it is what King is saying. It could be early adoption. You know what I mean? Like that's always issues with that. But if it is what he says, that's wild. I'm gonna have to wait for that PS5 Pro. Real talk. If that happens, I do see it though, because you see celebrities posting it
November
as well. That have
I did see Luke
they having
Smith
issues
from
too.
Bungie post.
Your favorite game. One of the lead people, FC Violence. His name's Luke Smith. He said not only did his console brick, he was having a hard time getting the game out, Demon Souls out, so he can get a new one with the game.
Oh man, see what happened? He has to uninstall. You know what I mean? Y'all game.
All he had to do was rip off the wings. Rip off the rings, lift his joint up, and then slide it out. Because remember, you got to break it down. So it's made to be broken into. Break into your PlayStation to get your game out of there.
For me though, I think it's still early. I mean, King might he might have a point, but I think it's still early, especially because not too many people have it, because a whole bunch of cats just have all these consoles, and hopefully no one's gonna buy them because they're buying them.
Violent.
But we'll see, man. I'm
all starts
cautious,
off with an itch, and it turns into a crazy rash. All right, so when we started seeing Red Ring of Death pop up,
that's true. That's a good point.
And dudes was like, "Oh, that's an isolated incident." Oh God, my box, my precious Xbox. Oh God.
Yeah, man, it says Sony for every PS5 sold, they got a fire extinguisher with it.
Oh my!
They said they sold 2.5 million. No, brother. They sold 1.2.5, and they had to replace 1.2.5.
Didn't you say last week they sold 200,000?
Anyway. Yeah. Listen, whatever numbers they out there claiming, I don't believe them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, but Cog, I gotta roll out though.
Brother. I appreciate it. I know we go long. Look, man, absolute pleasure, bro, to have you in the realm. Finally, long overdue. Lord FC, the Vitamin G podcast, man. Tremendous gaming history. Absolute pleasure, brother. Where can they find you? What you got going on, man?
First, I gotta say thank you, man. I've been trying to tell Coach. I'm trying to tell Coach Cog, put Booby in. Want to win? Put Booby in. I was ready.
No doubt.
Hey, we have a guest list, and you were on top.
You can't tell him, Addict. I was like, I
was like, damn, I cleaned up my image.
Exactly. I saw you put the suit on tie. You was doing interviews. You know what I'm saying? I see you. You out here working for real. I
got boom. Stop using lower my cuss words a little bit. I was like, all right, come on, Cat.
I
got the beam out. Let me in.
Personnel. Well, you know what's funny? He's prepared his entire personnel to come on and guest on this show.
Listen, man,
been waiting, bro. I've been a big fan of y'all. I always shout you guys out. Man, this is the dopest podcast on Sundays, by far, by none. Y'all keep it real. Y'all keep it, in the realm. Shout out to everybody in the podcast, man. King. Addict, I mean, my guy, Sav, I gotta get y'all on VGP, man. If y'all could take a little heat, you know what I mean?
I love to come back.
I'm waiting for my invite. Episode. I ain't get one.
I don't know if I was still in the basement. I had, I had my drugs. And I was just ringing the cells. Like, come on,
listen, man, you was doing good behavior before. You was wild in them streets for a minute.
Calm down a lot.
FC,
the good thing about it.
Yeah.
The good thing about it, FC, is you've been properly introduced, so it's easier to get you on the show now. So.
Listen, man, I said I got to come for my man. I really appreciate what he's doing because, again, what I like is respectful debate, the multi-platform approach. Everybody gets their say. You're not coming at it from one side. You know what I'm saying? And I love what the brother's doing. So it was only a matter of time. It's just like we got a little popular by the last time I had spoke to you. And I was like, all right, but I got to come back because they can't think I'm too Hollywood and I'm gonna forget my boy.
That's what it was, man. Man, he getting too bougie for me, man.
Boy, get Jason Rowland on, get Ryan McCaffrey. Don't know how to act now. He forgot the hood.
You know what I mean? Man. So I've been guessing with him a couple times. He told me gonna put me in, coach. That was like 3 years before. You know what I mean?
No doubt, brother. Absolute pleasure. What day is Vitamin G? Let them know. Plug
yes, sir. First, definitely follow me on Twitter, FC_Violent, and sub to that channel, FC Violent. I do my Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, which I think is a 12 a.m. for y'all Europeans out there, my Brits. Nice. It's Vitamin G Gaming Podcast. It's every Monday. Where, like I said, it's a multi-platform podcast. We talk about everything. We definitely go into debates, and it gets heated sometimes, but it's all love though. All love that comes from the gaming heart, man. I'm a passionate gamer doing passionate content, and that's what it is, man. Definitely sub. Help a brother Alice get to that 1,000. You know what I mean?
Put the link in the joint, man. Put the link in the joint.
Oh, I got you. Say less. But I do have. I do want to get back into my videos where, like you said, I do highlight a lot of, especially on the Xbox, I highlight the developers, give you a little bit of info, the biographies about them, where they came from, what games they're making. I did a couple PlayStation ones too, and I think my last one I did was from Software. So it's just basically giving ideas where they came from, how they make their games, and where they're going, going to the future as well. So it's like I highlight developers because that's the best part with gamers, man. I like to know where they come from, factual, and how they came to where they be. So. Definitely check that out if you like my old stuff, and then hopefully I'll be bringing something new for y'all. Absolutely, so check us out, man. I appreciate the chat. Salute to y'all. Smack that like button. Share this out. And again, man, salute ILP.
You already know VGP ILP Connect. You already know, bro.
Obviously, I don't know if you're able to post anything. Send all your links and stuff on Twitter to me, and I'll post them.
Yeah, we gotta post them up in there, man. All right, brother. Have a good one, man. You already know.
Be easy, y'all. Be easy.
You already know.
All right, man. And King, man, don't go after those knees too hard, man.
You already know. We're taking ashy knees now. We lathering them up. I got Mario back there on the lube.
He getting closer, King. I see him, man. He wants to get tagged in. But anyway.
But y'all saw what they did, right? You saw what him.
Yo!
I see.
He murdered Link. What the hell?
Bodied him, dog.
He got a look at Elmo. Shit, look at Elmo's mouth. Like, yo, the death went down. Yo, I'm messing with King right there.
They jump in the
for real.
He's eventually gonna buy a walking Mario and just put him back.
That'd be fire. But anyway, I'm out of here. This is FC Violent, and keep it gaming.
Keep it gaming. Peace. You already know. So yeah, man. I saw. Did you get your bars off with this topic or?
With this topic, hold on. No, not this one. Not yet. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's the Astro song. Yeah. Okay, so let me get these super chats real quick. I went away Dragons with the $10 super chat. I told the world, for those that don't know, when you overclock to high on a GPU, the problems you see on PlayStation is how GPUs act when they are pushed to high. They will need to downclock in that GPU fast.
Told you.
Then we have Shroom Kingdom with the $2 super chat. Saw 2 women with a TCL on Fordham. Thought of King.
Oh wow! Shout out to Fordham Road. That's BX talk. Yeah, you know.
Then we got Michael Q with the $5 super chat. Reason why Sony doesn't make PCs as a PC user since Texas Instruments days in the 80s. You will kill a PC's lifespan overclocking for too long.
Yep.
No doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, they were caught up.
No doubt.
Yeah. So back to again,
and that's FC Violet's information.
Oh, yeah. FC Violet, sub to the channel, man. Let's get him to 1,000, man, so the boy can monetize for real. Continue.
Yeah, man. I haven't had any issues, thankfully. So nothing to report so far on my end. Now that said, like what FC said about that red ring of death, these issues that people are having are apparently issues that cannot be fixed with a patch or a download. These are things that again, you never want it to be that your console is not working to the point where you have to send it back.
Right.
Like that. Again, so with Xbox so far, it has not been.
It seems widespread. It does. It does not seem a couple people. Like, I see a lot of people on Twitter having issues with that PlayStation in terms of, it shutting off. And it's not just Call of Duty. There's a lot of issues going around. And I hope that they can fix it without sending it back in. But it is looking a little bit more widespread than people like to make it seem.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing. Like, when you having certain issues at the first week or two of your console, and you download patches and it fixes them, cool. Stuff like this though, it's like. It sucks. It sucks because you're gonna have to sit there, and if it can't be rectified, you got to send it back, and you got to go through this whole process. And I remember when Red Ring of Death, Microsoft they got their system in place very quickly about getting people back their consoles quickly. Sony's never been very good about that. So they just haven't. Like, that's just Sony. They're not very good in terms of customer service and. So if this is something that's more widespread than we're assuming, I feel for people who have to send this stuff back in, because that is just not, they're not great. And, when you add COVID into the equation, I don't see it. I see it being even worse. So, but again, like that sort of stuff, it is true. When you have a PC that you're constantly putting into overclock mode, and a laptop that I have does that, where it's like when you want to get the full juice out of your GPU, there's a button you press, boop, and everything gets pushed to its max. And that's cool when you're playing a game for 2 hours, 3 hours tops. After a while, you do start to notice, hey, my laptop's a little hot. Like, it's a little hot. Like. And you really should not be pushing it to that extent the entire time. Like, so you understand why the PlayStation is the shape that it is. You understand why it has all those vents. But at the end of the day, both of these consoles are coming in relatively hot. Yeah. I know that both of these manufacturers did not have the time to put both of these consoles to the rigors of testing that they would have liked to before hitting launch. Right, because that means they would have both delayed it into 2021 to really put these consoles to their paces. So you're gonna see, in my opinion, even more kind of hiccups than you would normally with a console launch, because it happens at every console launch. I think you're gonna see them more now, and we're starting to see that. I hope to God none of this ever reaches Red Ring of Death level. I really do. But at the end of the day, it's concerning. It's concerning because you paid. And I would be super, like, for me, like I said, I don't want to even say how much I pay for my PlayStation. If that happens to me.
Listen, let me jump in, man. I mean, I hear you, Saul. I'm kind of where you're at. Right now, I mean, like, I got my eye open. I'm not in full King Red Dead mode, but I will.
No, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope it's not no Red Ring. Look, both consoles we've seen some issues. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, with certain games, bricking consoles or certain features having to be disabled and stuff like that. To King's point, though, when you see artifacting, right, that does lead towards, a GPU, in my opinion, kind of issue. But again, I just need to see more of it before.
I'm sorry. Yes. All I just thought is fear leads to hate. Hate leads to anger. Anger leads to the dark side. This is the way. This is the way. I can't. This is all I thought about.
The way of the Sith.
This is the way of the Sith. Oh, that's what we doing.
The PlayStation is the Sith box.
You're out of control. Moving along. That's not what I see again, chat. Y'all gonna put his words on me, and I'm gonna get killed on Twitter.
I see people in the chat saying, like, oh, it's not as much for Sony as it is. Like, they're saying it's parallel.
No, it's not.
I don't think it's parallel.
My thing that I have not seen on the Xbox side, for the most part, is console issues. Like, there have been consoles turning off, turning back on, restarting, freezing. Nothing that's fully debilitated the console. Well, I'm not gonna say nothing, but not as much as I've seen on the PlayStation.
I mean, it's just. Ben's not in the chat because he's gonna kill me. I always mispronounce it. Well, how is it pronounced? Is it anecdotal? I always butcher the word.
Anecdotal. It's anecdotal.
Anecdotal. I always butcher that word.
Anecdotal.
Anecdotal. See, I got my band with me. So anecdotal evidence from what I've seen is that it seems to be a little bit more skewed to the PlayStation 5. Shout out to Solid Rev. I've seen him have some major issues. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AEG Addict. What's his name? ACG. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Luke Smith. I've seen some prominent people.
His review unit just stopped working entirely.
Right. So I can only go by what I see. Am I at that point?
Which is a lot, to be honest.
Okay.
We had Luke Smith, Solid Rev, ACG.
These are well-known individuals that have problems. And let me tell you something. What about the common
tired of this middle line, Cognito.
What about the common man who doesn't have a voice?
Bruh.
What about the guy who can't scream to the top of the mountain, who's not on Twitter, who can't scream, Sony has screwed me yet again?
I've seen more issues on their side, yes, but I'm not at the widespread, oh Lord, it's red ring yet. I'm just not. I got my eye open though. So that's,
you better have your extinguisher ready. Eye opener and extinguisher on.
We'll see, man. So like I said, that's pretty much it. That's all I got on it. Let's move on. And any chats before we move on to the last one and we get out of here?
No, I think we're good.
All right, cool.
So,
last joint.
Oh yeah, baby.
This is Addict, man. We got some Valhalla making people holler with a lot of patches going on. You want me to set it up or you got it?
I can set it up. I can set it up. Now, first off, I kind of want to throw this in just a little bit. All right, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Now, I wasn't really playing it before it got this recent patch. But what I've been told, and I think Digital Foundry confirmed, is this patch made the Series X version better than the PlayStation. I have no idea how that happened. But so we'll talk about that just a small. But the biggest thing I want to highlight is we had a lot of concerns over the Series S, like a lot of concerns, including myself. But it looks like with just one patch, they made Assassin's Creed Valhalla, a $300 console, run at 60 frames. And and what I want to bring to the table, want to bring to the Lords, is like, is this give you a little bit more hope in terms of this hardware? Do you think that we'll see stuff like this more often, or do you think that this is that one and done thing?
Yeah, guys, let's get Sav jump in, man. What you feel?
I mean, this is AC, man. AC usually is one of those games that is traditionally not like crazy buggy, like broken buggy, right? Except for AC Unity, because remember when AC Unity came out, Lord. You had the disgusting ripped off face, the Hannibal Lecter face. You had a bunch of different things with AC Unity. It was a new engine, whatever. So AC games generally tend to function fine, but they have their issues in terms of performance. They have their issues in terms of weird glitchy stuff. Because AC games are essentially RPGs now. They're huge RPGs. So I imagine seeing this sort of up and down with patches for at least another couple of months until they settle in and both of these machines are running at some level of parity. So I imagine the next one, whatever they broke on PlayStation this time, will be fixed, and it may break something on Xbox again. It's just the way that it is. Like it's obviously they're gonna do these comparisons, right? It's gonna happen. But honestly, to really look at it, 6 months down the line is a good time to really look at it and be like, okay, both of these games are stable now. Let's see where they're at in terms of their performance. That's what really makes sense. We're not going to see that, but that's what really makes sense to really get an idea of where these games are going to be at in their semi-final form, right?
Let me jump in before, okay? I wanted to me, I really was I was actually more upset about the Series S than I let on. Like, I never really got a chance to speak on it because I'm gonna be honest, in my mind, I'm not a developer, but in my mind, I was like, why is that not hitting 60? Like, it didn't make any sense to me. So then when we got more information on the kits and stuff coming out late and yada yada, because I'm like, there's no way that can't do it in my mind. You know what I'm saying? And that, to me, when Addict told me about this news, I was like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. That needs to have a 60 frames per second mode. So to me, that's a huge victory. Now, to Saul's point, with the whole one patch it made the Xbox Series X, a little outperform a little bit better than the PlayStation 5 now or what have you. But there's still
certain places too, right? There's
certain
it's
places,
not like across the board.
It's
There's
not
certain
across
places,
the board. It's certain places still PlayStation 5 still outperforms it, but we still have the issues with the screen tearing. I guess it's minimized in some areas, but it's not all the way gone. And I agree, that I shout out to Fonz. I think it was Fonz who said it on RDX. Like, we should not have to have dope TVs with VR.
The 1500, exactly.
Yeah, like we should not have to resort to that to resolve the issue. You know what I'm saying? I know King does not agree, but
you just saw my face, right? I was like, don't play in the yard if you don't go hard.
I know how King feels about that, but
don't play in the yard if you can't go hard, baby. I bowl till I fall, baby.
Listen, man, one would like to get the masses who don't have those TVs to be able to
save up for them. You knew it was coming. This is not something that just popped out. They didn't just drop an Xbox and you didn't know it was coming for a year. So if you put away $50 a week, you would have definitely had that TV of what we speak. Yes. No, brother, I will not take that. I don't hear that. CX.
You act like screen tearing is a new thing that only these TVs can fix. Like
no. You know what, Sovereign? First of all, I'm gonna allow you to stop. I'm going to allow you to stop because you are a video and an audio file. You always gamed on the highest fidelity, except for that one time you got that high scan and you learned your lesson. So at this point in time, sir, I will think you should walk away from that ledge because you don't play in that same you don't pick your TVs up off the floor. So at no point in time, I don't want to hear you talk about this. No.
If you tell me that it's something that you could fix in software, which has been done in millions of games, like don't tell me I need a $1,500 accessory to fix this. Like
it's not an accessory. It's weird. It's what we do. This is the way. Like you won't really stop. Like
You're really going above and beyond with this.
Go extra.
You know, because listen, I'm on some real Mandalorian joint. This Friday was outstanding.
Yes.
I heard.
Yeah, it was outstanding. But Sovereign, we have been doing this
for sure
forever. Like literally, this is ingrained in us. Our television purchases is really most of the time based on our console selection. Remember HDMI? And we had to make sure that we had enough HDMI inputs in our TVs. So this is not new stuff for us. So I'm telling you, for some dudes, this is a system shock. When they walk in and they be like, okay, so I need a TV that has HDMI too. Oh, come over here, sir. What about these on the floor? No, those are TCL, sir. They leave that alone. Come over here to the wall, to the wall. All right, so we're looking at this right here. This CX right here is definitely what you're looking for. This is will bring you to the next gen. You're talking about the PlayStation 5 and Xbox, yes? Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is this is 2100. Excuse you. This is 2100, and this is 65 inches. Yeah. Do you have a payment plan? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We can get you into this.
Let me get more in the weeds. Let me talk technical talk now, right? That $1,500 to $2,000 CX has a problem with gamma shift when you enable VRR. Now, that would piss me off that all of a sudden my beautifully calibrated TV, when I enable VRR, all of a sudden black levels are all off the crazy. And that's something you can't fix. You can't fix. So I'm gonna have to eat that. If I buy a CX, I'm gonna have to eat that. Is that acceptable? That's not acceptable. Not to me. You know,
so what about the new Samsung?
The thing about the Samsung, I'm not feeling that lack of Dolby. I'm not feeling lack of Dolby. That bothers me that they just don't bend the knee to Dolby.
And take them in,
that really bothers me. So it's like there's concessions to be made everywhere. My beef with this is that screen tearing.
Yeah, you can get a TLC and just game and don't worry about what's happening because you ain't gonna see that screen tearing anyway.
I can't with him, man. I just can't.
It won't run fast enough to see the screen tearing anyway.
That's right. So you ain't gonna see it anyway. So it is what it is. Shout out to TCL for doing it for you. God bless.
Ridiculous. Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much.
No, that was it. Like it's like you have concessions even in the highest of the high end. And it's just like, well, to me, this is a thing that should be fixed in software, right? The game should fix this, like, you know what I mean? So, but again, like I said, these games, when you're thinking about all the platforms that this game is on, and they have to worry about patching all of them, like, it's a lot. I know Ubisoft is built for this. They this is what they do. They release 10 versions of a game at a time. This is what they do. But even so, like, it's not going to matter. Like, AC is going to take months to be in a place where everyone's happy with it.
Right.
It just is.
No, it is what it is. I mean, that's like I said, that was my whole thing. And again, they got to get the screen tearing thing down. They've got to knock that out. And hopefully, like I said, they will continue to improve upon this game. But for me, the biggest take out of this was Series S. Thank you. 60 frames. Thank you. But King, your take, sir?
Let's get all these super chats.
Yeah, get the super chats.
Hold on. So we have Stitch with the $5 super chat. Shout out to those fake 4K TCL users. You know y'all the champs, the Book of X. And we had Kid Smooth with the $5 super chat. AC Valhalla is game of the year. Then we have JD Gamer with the $10 super chat. If this is the performance we're getting in the early days of PS5, what are we going to get 2 years from now when games really stress the console? These seem to be hardware issues versus software on the Xbox. And that's the thing, right? You have less hardware-based stuff on the Xbox, apparently, at this point. So then we have 108 Dragons with the $10 super chat. GameSpot website reported that they had 5 PS5s go down in their office, but the worst part is when your system goes down, we can't get a replacement. That's the issue. And clowns on Twitter making fun of it is toxic. Yeah, like, don't ever be happy with somebody's console breaking. That's
crazy.
That's horrible. That's horrible. Yeah. But the thing is, we're not in a position as a consumer that a lot of these guys, the media people, whatever, they can contact Sony and they will get one quickly. Like, because they don't want anybody on their channel talking reckless about their PlayStation's broken for very long. Like, they're gonna get you a brand new console. Not so for the consumer. The consumer has to wait through all these channels, and it's not the same.
It's like telling somebody, "Yo, don't laugh because he tripped and fell." Please, I'm gonna laugh.
What is with your hat, sir?
No. Let's finish it.
We got 108 Dragons with the $2 super chat. 8K baby with no flickering on my TV. Facts. No doubt. Then we have the Wise Old Game with the $5 super chat. If you're having PS5 performance problems, I feel bad for you, son. I have 99 problems with my Series X ain't one.
Savage.
Then we have JD Gamer with the $5 super chat. Shout out to the Wise Old Gamer for the best super chat of the day. And yes, gaming has always been an expensive hobby. $80 carts from way back. Yes,
yes, sir.
As a hobby, it is not for everyone. That's for sure. Then we have Pixelbit G with the $5 super chat. Oh, the C10 has other issues. At 4K 120, FreeSync be acting up. Cutting edge will cut your butt.
Oh, no, you got to hold on. Who said that? You got to disable that. Shout out whoever got the CX. I would just put on to that because it already has the you got to disable that joint and then push. If 6 says and then educate the man because he put me on. It's kind of a redundant thing. You don't need both technologies. You already got the VR off, so you're good. So yeah, disable that.
Okay. Then we have Philly Eagle with the $5. I think King has the TCL sponsorship on the low. All this free publicity. TCL never been talked about this much before. That's true.
If anything, he got a sponsorship with like Samsung or someone. He's like, I want you to slander that company.
Then we got Clutch Man with the $5 super chat. Got an X. Beat the robots on Black Friday. Kept refreshing each page on each step.
Nice.
Even when the deer popped up, forgot to click pick up. So Thursday, no doubt. Congrats, man. And we are caught up.
All right, we're caught up. King, you're up.
What I told you when these dudes get these dev kits, what was gonna happen? What I told you.
Working out. They started to work out.
What happened when they took it serious? They looked over at the dudes. And they said,
look, man, you did get that right, but I'm still over here looking at these PlayStations that's been delayed to 2021. So,
well, hey, that's soft launch. Man, listen,
my God.
When I told you dudes the launch was soft, it was soft.
I appreciate that Microsoft came out and be like, oh no, we'll address this. Like, we're gonna, oh really? Okay, we'll see what's going on. Like, it's a real thing. They know the narrative at the very least is not good. So let's address this as quickly as possible.
So patches went out, and lo and behold, little man, 60 frames. Little man. Little man. Look at little man go. Look at little man move like that $500 box you got. Little man. Little man. So everybody was sitting there saying, man, yo, that S ain't worth the man. That S ain't worth the man. Yo, I ain't gonna spend no money on no S, man. That S gonna do nothing, man.
What would the Lords do with a fuck like you?
That S is moving like that $500 box. Shout out to little man doing all he can, son. Little man out here balling for real. Yo, I told you, they got the tools now. So all they're gonna do is hit a button and update and give you a patch, and then you're gonna look over like, oh man. Oh man, these dudes they're taking it serious, bro. It ain't no update, no patch for you. It ain't nothing. Well, you're gonna get an update and your PlayStation is gonna down clock your joint to normal spec. Savage. The spec that it's supposed to be. Listen, it's going to get crazier as the tool sets get better. And me wearing this tribalism Xbox hat, letting you know this is my scarf. This is my Xbox scarf from FanFest. If you're a fan, you've been to FanFest, you know exactly what you got. Where PlayStation stuff at, I don't know. Anyway, you gotta buy it. It's in the store. But again, that one patch, and I don't hear nobody on my timeline talking about outperforming nothing. That one patch smacked you in your mouth. You was running your lips. Yo, King. Yo, but it was doing. That's the patch. That's the patch. Patch your mouth. Patch your mouth. Now all of y'all are quiet in the bushes, scared that a patch is gonna come out for those games like Dirt. What's gonna happen when the patch come out for Dirt? All you dudes is get smacked in the mouth. See, it's best right now just to shut up, let the patches hit, and y'all go back to being second place. But I'm having fun here. But kid, little man is out here doing all you can.
And they gonna say so everything gonna be waiting for the patch now? That's gonna be the new joint? Wait for the patch?
No, my thing is, if your joint is outperforming, wait for the patch. And then it won't. And then think about it this: if we outperform you now and we get a patch, then oh god, the gap gonna be even bigger. Oh god, so it's just gonna get worse for you as the time goes on. It's a progressive beating. You know, you ever had a boxer that is a slow starter, and then when he starts to warm up, by the end of the fight, the dude's head is all swole up. Like where did that happen at? I didn't even notice that. He just started accumulating the beatings. And listen. The fight, they're gonna throw in the towel, son. They're gonna throw in the towel.
Look, man. At the end of the day, yes, the patch definitely improved the Series X. You know, there's still some concessions that had to be made with resolutions. They had to bring some stuff down on certain things. But look, we get to 60. They got to fix the screen tearing, and you just like to see them continually improve the game. But for me, again, Series S, big victory. That's all I got. Do we got any super chats before we get to this poll and get up out of here? Because it's definitely today.
We got Lucius and we got Lucius Augustus with the $2 super chat. King is in peak form.
He is.
And that's it. We're caught up.
All right, cool. No doubt. So let's get this poll popping. New ILP poll with the latest interview by PhilSpencer discussing his disdain for console tribalism. How do you feel in regard to its place in gaming? The choices are A, it's okay to have pride in your preferred platform. Okay. B, competition is good except for personal attacks. Or C, I don't care. I'm not for all this losing kumbaya talk. That is the question. Those are the answers. Please rock the ILP vote when it goes up on Twitter. Shout out to my man FC Violent, who pulled up in the realm. Long overdue. Please subscribe to the channel. Check him out. Vitamin G podcast. His information is in the description and also it's also in the chat that Attic put it there earlier. Please salute. But we got the Lords in the realm.
Let me say something real quick.
Yes, please.
All right. First off, obviously you guys know if we treat our members on YouTube right. I put something on the Patreon, so definitely go over there and answer that question over there. I think we're about 8 members away from a new emo, so keep that in mind if people want to join the realm and get a new emo.
Nice.
I definitely want to appreciate everyone for coming on. We had like almost 450, 60 people in the podcast today.
Nice,
you definitely hit that like button, you guys. You have no idea how much the interaction. We appreciate that, and we'll see. I'll see you next week.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially when Violence hit home with me because he was like, "Yo, I was there when you guys had the 15 and the 20. Yep. Like I used to rock with y'all." So that's salute, man, right there. Lord Solve, where can the 5 people find you? What you got going on, sir?
First off, big shout out to FC. I remember when FC used to be in the chat back in the day, and I don't know somehow I wasn't following him, but I'm bad about keeping up with other people's stuff. You know that. I don't be on Twitter. I like that. So my apologies to FC. I gave him to follow, but I was like, I remember FC from before, so why I'm not following? But anyway, so guys, check me out later on today. I'm never on other podcasts. I got snatched up, so catch me at 4 p.m. Eastern time on Flamish, the Positive Gamer.
Flamish, okay.
EXP podcast, 4 p.m. Eastern time on YouTube. I'll put the link in the.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on there.
Solve is outside.
Solve is outside. No work
Solve
today.
Outside of it.
I already got a couple of things popping off for my Christmas vacation
because the Solve is locked up right
I know I'm horrible about appearing on
They be asking me, so they be like, "Yo, I need to get Solve out there." Yo, shout FC to Jason. I was in the dungeons. No doubt.
Yeah. So that definitely I'll be on that. So I'm gonna grab some grub and then get ready to go.
Go right back in the mix. You already
know.
Lord King, lot from you today. lot of information spewed. Where can the find you? What you got going on, sir?
Okay, so you can find me Dark Castle X Fridays at 9 p.m. where weekly we do a raffle for a brand new statue. So you're not getting nobody's used statues. You're getting statues that's brand new in the box, shipped from XM Studios. So I think I probably have 3. I got to check my phone. I think I probably have 3 raffles left. It's $25. I know a lot of times you guys win and then somebody tells you, oh, you got to pay shipping or you got to pay tax. No, it's $25. You get a number and hopefully you win. Yeah. And that's for the Black Cat statue. KOS is going up on Tuesday. This week I had a lot of stuff happening. Y'all can see some boxes and stuff right there. I'm changing my display. Actually, I'm getting ready to run out now and change this display. I'm going to shift completely away from DC characters. So most of these stuff is going to go into the buy, sell, trade groups on Facebook and on eBay.
What's going on with DC?
Because being that we have this collaboration with XM,
got you.
I have a ton of XM statues.
Gotcha.
So it's more of a visual marketing thing.
Yep.
And it changes the way that you operate. Sorry, that's how it is. That's the facts.
It is what it
is. When somebody's putting money in your pocket and they're telling you how to move. I gotta wear Nikes.
You gotta wear Nikes. Then you gotta put your G-Unit sneakers on.
Yeah. So if you look on this side, all the XM is over here. So you understand they gotta go.
Just to clarify. It's a problem if I'll sell out for a game, but it's okay if you sell out for a statue.
Okay. So you sell out for a $60 game. I'm selling out for $1,000 as a statue.
Okay. You be acting like that's a huge difference.
No, we gotta get TCL to pull up. I would love them to
ride. No, we won't. I want you to shut up and listen.
I would love a TCL. Bro. Somebody at TSL. Get TCL. I'm for you. Get TCL on the line.
I tell you, I'm my friend he comes to me for TV advice, right? But he is not. He wants like a 75-inch television to mount on his wall. Right. So there's a price range limit, right? So obviously the price range limits for that size, you're looking at VZOs and TCL.
Factual,
right?
So the top of the line TCL is it has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports. It has VRR. None of the stuff that he cares about because he's only going to watch TV and movies. He doesn't care about games. Right. And it's like 6.
The chat
he said, once TCL come through, King go ahead of judge. That people are asking in the chat, like Alex said, how to get in the raffle. They want to get in the raffle.
Yeah, how to get in the raffle.
All right, hit me on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, it's King David OTW. Hit me on Twitter. And then I'll give you my PayPal and you just send the $25. And make sure that you watch Dark Castle X every Friday at 9 p.m. to get in. Like See this statue that's behind me right now, and it's the light up feature. Hopefully, y'all can see the light up feature that's on the gunshots. I'm a huge fan of Gotcha, man.
What?
I'm a huge fan of Battle of the Planets. I'm a huge fan of G-Force. So whatever name that y'all know it of, this next KOS is going to knock your socks off because I'm going to give you the law on G-Force. I'm going to give you the name changes and stuff like that. But I'm also going to tell you, because remember, my stuff is comic book based. I'm going to give you my greatest comic book of G-Force and the most unlikeliest pairing that they did that you guys don't know about. So I'm going to go real deep into this this KOS. But then the next two KOSs is going to be the most incredible KOSs that you have ever seen. These two statues, I got one that's in the back right now. The other one comes on Tuesday. My God, I couldn't sleep last night. I could not sleep last night because I kept waking up with this face like
the evil,
yes, like,
you couldn't sleep because you're trying to figure out where to put all this non-XM statues.
Oh no! Listen, like no lie. Literally, when I put in the buy sell trade group, they go like that. Literally. So because I'm a reputable guy.
You're selling the statues?
Yeah. Put them in. What the hell's wrong with you, boy? You crazy? That's
like 10,000 on that wall.
Like, are you have to get rid of them? I thought you just didn't have to have them out up front.
Oh no, I'm going away from DC.
Yo, he got rid of them joints quick.
Yeah, I'm selling them. I'm putting them on. I'm putting them on the buy sell.
You gonna do what? All right, I'll get rid of you.
All of them.
TCL, hit us up. I need King to do these type of transformations for a bit.
All of them. Bye. See you later. And you're gonna see that shelf that's over there. You're gonna be like, oh my God, I can see why.
Shout out to XM Studios, baby.
Yeah, man. Oh, please listen. I want you guys, whoever's left in the group, please share it out.
Yeah, 300.
And hit the like, share it out. Even if you hit a dislike, share it out to your friends. Maybe he like it. He got better taste than you.
Salute.
But also go to lordsofgaming.net. And check out all these. Listen, man, we have a ton of serious writers. All right, serious writers. Please go check them out, support them. But also watch LordCognito and Ibantis on The Last Word. They have Ty the Ty the Tie guy.
Yeah, Travis. Salute.
Yo, I almost peed on myself at 2 segments in there, and they are so amazing. These guys are working so hard, and they're bringing you staples of the Destiny community and developers. Yo, listen, please go check out The Last Word. Just give it a shot. Just listen, watch, however you consume it, but just give it a shot real quick.
Appreciate it.
Trust me, you will love it.
I need to go listen to it just for one set of information. Did Avant just beat that raid?
Avant just beat the raid.
Okay,
yeah,
he's good.
Because if he didn't,
no doubt,
I was gonna have to pull up.
No, he did. He's out there, man. Salute. But yeah, appreciate that, King, man. Definitely, really feeling the support for Last Word. It's been lit, and of course, lordsofgaming.net, which we already plugged. We're gonna plug it again. Dizzy, I see you. I got a meeting with the writers after this, so I gotta get out of here soon. But look, man, again, thank you for FC Violent coming through. We got some more guests cooking up. Probably something fun at the end of the year, Attic, right? Between me, hosting wise, we got something cooking.
Yeah, we got something, pretty much a community podcast coming up at the end of the year. Normally we have 2 weeks off, but because you guys have been so good to us, we're gonna have 1 week off this year because that second week that we normally have off, we're gonna do one show with this. So.
Appreciate it. Shout out to Philly Eagles. Last Word Friday was a good conversation call. Just finished. Thank you. And Stinger, he said, I can't get into Destiny. I may need contact. Look, man, Game Pass. I'm coming September 8th, so y'all already know to hit me up. Y'all gonna see me online more than ever when the 60 frames come. But look, that's what I got. Other thing is big fun guests cooking. Some fun guests cooking. Me and Addy got some stuff. I can't wait, man. And top of the year is gonna be fun too. Look, everybody enjoy your Sunday. That's all I got. Unless everybody got something else. We out of here.
Make sure you go to that Patreon. It's up now.
Yeah, it's up now. Hit that Patreon. See y'all next week.
First one to answer.